Alrighty, well, that didn't take long, but we are back now for severe weather coverage, as we do have a tornado, or several tornado warnings that have now been issued over the last 10 minutes, and one of them has just gone confirmed. So we now do have a tornado that is in progress, according to weather spotters. That is for Cole, Pontotoc, and as well as Johnston counties in Oklahoma. It is this tornado warning here that's going towards Stonewall and the Tupelo area. If you are in this tornado warning, make sure that you are seeking shelter immediately, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. Again, this is a confirmed tornado by weather spotters in the area. It is a damaging tornado that is going to be approaching Highway 3, going towards Tupelo and Stonewall and Highway 48 over the next several minutes. And again, this is currently moving to the northeast. We have at least some sort of resemblance of a CC drop, but it looks more like scattering. However, there could be a tornado embedded with that possible debris signature near Tupelo, moving towards Centra-Homa and eventually going towards Route 75. We have several other tornado warnings that have been issued as well over the last several minutes. We have a new tornado warning for the Caddo area and Atoka back over in southeastern Oklahoma. That's near Atoka and Bryan counties in Oklahoma. And we also have a tornado warning for Marshall, Cole, Pontotoc, and as well as Johnston counties in Oklahoma. So several different tornado warnings currently ongoing. Brandon Kopic, who's on Radar Omega and on YouTube, is currently on the southern tornado warning. So he's on the one near Caddo. This is the live shot of that tornado warning. Right now near Caddo and just south of the Atoka area. A huge rain shaft. I'm not seeing anything definitively here when it comes to there being a, like, you know, tornado, but let's listen into him and see if he is seeing anything, or, you know, again, he's like right on this tornado warning cell, so we'll see what he's looking at here. But he's very close to this storm here near Caddo, which again is tornado warned right now. So again, if you're in the Caddo area, make sure that you are seeking shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building.
For safety's sake. This is very low to the ground. I can't tell where the circulation
Turn my audio
right now.
by end here.
Come on, bud. Go by.
Also, we got Connor Croft, who's approaching this storm. That is also tornado warning. We also got Storminator Media. Let me hop over to Storminator Media here. Storminator Media is currently approaching this tornado warning cell again near Caddo. So they're just outside of it. This is a little bit of a shot just a little ways away from it. Gotcha. They are approaching this storm very quickly right now. So yeah, make sure that you are seeking shelter if you're in this tornado warning. I do want to hop back out to live radar real quick. I do want to point out that we do have a storm back over in central Texas near Breckenridge. This storm right now has a pretty impressive hook echo. It's near an outflow boundary as well. If this can catch up to the outflow boundary, I wouldn't rule out a tornado at some point down the road as this storm moves in the direction of Breckenridge, Texas. So please stay vigilant if you are in this area like Breckenridge. Again, that storm moving east-northeast right now, and very well could produce a tornado as it moves that direction. They put a storm intermediate bottom right. Further up to the north again, this is where all of our tornado warnings are currently ongoing. We have 3 different tornado warnings, and again, confirmed tornado, according to weather spotters, moving towards Tupelo and Centra-Homa, just southeast of Stonewall. And this is a tornado that could be rain-wrapped, so you want to be staying away from windows if you are in the pink polygon. And this is well to the southeast of Oklahoma City. I also want to point out the Oklahoma City area is no longer under a tornado watch. So the tornado watch that was ongoing for the OKC area, that entire metro, that has now been canceled. So there's no longer a tornado watch in effect for the Oklahoma City area, but we have an ongoing tornado threat that is ramping up quickly in southeast Oklahoma and far northern North Texas. Rotation looks like it's intensifying near Caddo. And again, Brandon Kopic is on this storm. Let me see if Brandon has a view of anything. Again, he's really basically next to this. And so Brandon Kopic, he's trying to get to that area of circulation. It is raining quite a bit, but he is going to be closing in on this storm that is rotating here in southeast Oklahoma. I was going to go eat, well, I was, and then this happened. So I was originally going to go eat for a little bit, and then we started getting tornado warnings. I mean, I made chicken nuggets, and they're just here sitting, so good times. It is what it is.
It's literally a mess on radar, but
especially when there's a tornado on the ground. Like, I mean, I wasn't initially going to go live for the new tornado warnings, but this one's on the ground, and I honestly think that, you know, over the next couple of hours, we're going to see several tornadoes dropping in southeast Oklahoma and North Texas. Which, again, I mentioned that earlier. I think the peak today is 5 to 10 o'clock for the tornado threat, and we're just getting in now to the peak, I think, of this elongated nocturnal tornado threat that's going to be ongoing. And I say nocturnal, and obviously it's still daylight, but over the next few hours, we are going to be seeing probably several tornadoes, and again, probably at least a few of them that are going to be happening during the, you know, overnight, or not overnight, but like the late night hours here. So when the sun is very well set and it's very dark outside. We do have a new mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center. This currently is for those in North Texas and also southeastern Oklahoma. Relatively greater chance of a tornado along the front, which is that stationary frontal boundary as the storms intersect. So if you're anywhere in these areas, just continue to stay vigilant, as the increasing tornado threat is expected here over the next couple of hours in North Texas and southern Oklahoma, right along the Red River. We are back down to a radar-indicated tornado warning, so it is no longer on the ground, but it is still it's still rotating pretty, you know, intensely here. We still have very strong winds that are going towards the radar. Those are those bright blue colors. Currently, the velocities are picking up on upwards of 80 to 90 mile per hour winds. So there's a chance that we are talking about a significant wind threat going through Tupelo and Centrahoma, Oklahoma, despite there maybe not being an active tornado. And then again, our rotation also back over in Caney and Caddo is still intensifying, so we're keeping a very close eye on that right now. We had several storm chasers across the board that are on all sorts of different storms. I'm gonna go back first to Brandon Kopic, who I believe Brandon Kopic is the closest to the area of circulation on the Caney and Atoka tornado warning. Right now, again, it's just a lot of rain out there. Not seeing anything quite yet. Again, he's the closest one to it. He's only a couple miles out from that area of rotation. I think Connor Croft is right behind them. And we also have Storm Air Media, which I just lost them. All right, let me go back to live radar. Connor's going to be approaching that here in the next couple minutes here. Let's go to Tyler Kurtz real quick. Tyler Kurtz actually has a very ominous view here. This is back over just to the west of Caddo.
Head south on 7th.
He turns to the left here. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to turn left, but if he turns left, you can kind of see the horizon as well. Very ominous skies here. Southern Oklahoma. I don't know what's going on here, though.
I do need to top off my tank. Hopefully that gas station has gas. I don't know how much.
Alright, well, we'll go back to him once he has a view of something. He had a view a moment ago, but I think he's just stopped somewhere. So again, as if you're just tuning in, this was the storm that had a tornado that was in progress. It is now back down to radar indicated, but it could still have a tornado at any time. Even if it says radar indicated, doesn't mean we don't have a tornado. Again, that rotation is going to be going right over to Tupelo and eventually approaching Centrahoma. Areas in the track of this down the road do include Ashland, Stewart, and the Gertie area. And if you're back up in McAllister, Oklahoma, I do want you to be staying weather aware. We have several storms that are firing off. Again, these storms that are back over near Durant, Atoka, and Boswell, this is where the most favorable environment currently resides for tornadic activity. So you need to be staying very vigilant, especially if you're included in a tornado warning here in southern Oklahoma. Back over in North Texas, one thing I do want to point out, and I mentioned this in our last stream, but I do want to point out that this area west of DFW, I would not be surprised if we begin to see a couple of storms fire up here. And if they are able to fire up and organize, we could see an isolated tornado threat materialize just outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if something develops, it'd probably be over the next hour or two. So that's the main time frame we'll be watching for some development. And then back over in Central Texas, we still have that one discrete cell right now that's moving towards Hubbard Creek Reservoir. And this, again, moving northeast. This one is discreet. It also is latched to an outflow boundary. If it can kind of latch to it and, you know, organize, I think there's a chance that we get a tornado here back over east of Abilene. So a couple things that we're watching for right now. All right, let's go back over to, that's Tyler Kurtz's view. Let's see what Brandon Kopic has. Again, Brandon Kopic is on YouTube and also on Radar Omega. I think we may not have connection with him, though. Let me check and see if Corey is up. All right, Corey Gherkin, he's back over near Bennington. Corey is waiting for the storm that's not tornado warned yet, but the one that's just south of southwest of Bennington.
Oh yeah, well, if we can.
So he's gonna be waiting for that storm. We check in on Connor. He's approaching this tornado warned cell. He has a bit more of a view of it now.
There it is, guys. Just not a tornado. That's where it'd be. Just I can't confirm anything.
Shout out to Ashley, by the way, for the $30 donation. Put some W's in the chat for Ashley. Appreciate the generosity. Shout out to Steve again, also for another $50 donation just after the stream ended earlier. Appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that, by the way, Sash. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, that looks about right.
Like that's where it is.
There are reports that there might be a rain-wrapped tornado. There might be something that's rain-wrapped back there. Let me see if Brandon came back. I don't think Brandon's come back yet. Yeah, Brandon's not back yet. Brandon's pretty much, again, the closest one, I think, to the circulation near the Tushka area. He's approaching Canny. This storm right here, back down near Bennington, definitely has my attention. Again, Corey Gherkin is waiting for this one. We're not seeing a whole lot of rotation yet on radar, on that northern radar. Southern radar does show some broad circulation going just towards the east side of Durant. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting some sort of tornado warning with that if it's able to organize. Again, any sort of supercell here that's prefrontal will have an elevated chance at producing a tornado. So make sure that you are, again, staying very vigilant here in southeast Oklahoma. And rotation's ramping up yet again near Tupelo and Centrahoma. And that's moving northeast towards Highway 75. That's moving it northeast right now. Let me see if he's live on the app here, maybe? No, he's also not live on the app right now. This storm up here near Tupelo still has a very strong inflow and it has a hook. So again, tornado very possible with this as it moves northeast, eventually going towards Ashland. So we're watching this very closely here. It would have been beautiful to have you live last night. I was live last night. I was live from like 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. or something like that. I was live. I was live last night. It was a crazy night. We were live for every large tornado that happened. So we're live for every single tornado that happened last night for the most part. Other than some of the, I think there might have been a couple brief ones initially that happened like before midnight. Like we weren't live for those ones, but we're alive for the stuff that was happening last night, like the big stuff. All right, Brandon is coming back, I believe. Brandon is in it. Brandon has a great view. If he stays with connection, we have a really good view of this tornado warned cell. He should load in a second. Be patient. He has a really impressive view right now of a lowering. I'm just not sure if we're going to get a full view of it. Maybe I go here. He's on the Atoka storm. Fortunately, he lost signal again. He has a really good view, though, of this storm. So this is his live shot right now. Right beyond the trees, there's a pretty large lowering from what I just saw briefly. If the trees ever go away, of course there's a bunch of trees right here in southeast Oklahoma. Alright, right beyond these trees, looks like a ton of scud.
It's on the ground over there, you can see it.
So again, this is the tornado warned cell here near Atoka, Oklahoma. And again, this is Brandon Kopic. He's live on YouTube and also the Radar Omega app.
Very weak.
Download the Radar Omega app at the top link in the description below.
So one vortex on the ground over
It's our
there.
best shot right now of this tornado warning cell.
Yep.
And
It's
Atoka.
on the ground. It's on the ground over there. You can see it.
Oh, Corey Gherkin's got a view. Look at this. Let's go to Corey Gherkin. This is the southern storm. Look at this. This is not even tornado warning right now, but we got a large mesocyclone developing on this one near Bennington. Look at that structure. This is a drone, by the way, for those that are wondering. Corey Gherkin has a drone. So this is a drone shot on the southern storm that's approaching Bennington.
The tornado warning on north side.
Corey Gherkin has a drone. Not many storm chasers have drones right now. Corey is one of the few. And also, look at Brandon Kopic. He's got a huge lowering right now. Look at that. That's on the Atoka tornado warning right now. Huge lowering. Oh, you got Freddie McKinney. I don't think you can see him. He's got my hat on. I'm right to your screen right there. That's the Max Velocity 500,000 subscriber hat. That's not available anymore. Freddie McKinney's repping it.
There may be a big one on the ground right now.
Brandon Kopic, by the way, is saying that this is a giant lowering. And there could be a tornado on the ground. I don't know if there was double audio, but it should be fixed now. Let me know if you guys can hear him, by the way. Just making sure.
Guys, there may be a large tornado on the ground.
Thank you, Captain, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities.
Below the tree line, if it's ground scraping very much.
Wow.
Again, this is Corey Gherkin's drone shot view on the storm near Bennington. It's not tornado warning on this southern one, but there's a large lowering.
My God, dude, that is getting low.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in, we have 3 tornado warnings again, all in southeast Oklahoma near Atoka, near Colgate.
Never heard it crack like that before. Dude, it didn't hit the tower, it hit right over here.
Huge lowering right now on Corey Gherkin's view here. Again, this is the southern storm near Bennington that is not actively tornado warned, but it probably should be pretty soon. And this storm near Caddo has a monster lowering from what we've been hearing. Going towards Atoka, Oklahoma.
God, dude, that is looking good.
Thank you, Jarrett, for becoming a member.
I'm
Appreciate it.
thinking there's a funnel. It looks like it's getting an RFD cut.
I do want to go back to Brandon
Yeah.
Kopic, again, on Radar Omega and on YouTube. This is his live shot right now of that large lowering on the Atoka tornado warning.
Again, I got a
It's
view
beyond
here,
the
but
trees.
The trees, I just can't tell.
Again, there's reason to
This thing
believe
be
that there could be a
massive or
tornado
just
behind
a
the
really
trees
big
right now.
wall cloud.
We don't know for sure, but there's a huge lowering beyond the trees there.
I agree. I mean, it's, I don't know, I guess stick with it.
Jasper, I do think an isolated tornado is possible even tonight for DFW, but perhaps even tomorrow. We're starting to see the edge there of that lowering. Kind of dips a little bit beyond the trees still. The trees are a big hindrance right now. Apparently that there is possibly a large tornado on the ground according to multiple chasers near Atoka.
It's on the ground.
According to multiple chasers, that there could be a large tornado on the ground near Atoka.
Just say this is a tornado right now.
So this is the storm that we're talking about that Brandon's on. If there is one, it's beyond the trees.
Yeah, I don't know if this storm should have been warned.
This is Connor's view.
Keep an eye on it, chat.
And
Connor has a clear view, and I don't see a large tornado here by any means.
That's kind of where it looks like it is on radar.
Again, it's hard to tell. I think a lot of the reports are for people that are behind trees, because it's like impossible to tell behind trees.
Motion. It's definitely increasing.
A lot of scud though, right on the leading edge, and it looks like it's spinning.
I'm getting peed on right now.
Yeah.
Also got Storm Intermedia right in the
dude,
same
right
spot.
behind.
This is their shot.
Yeah, everyone's moving.
It's right here.
Is it?
Wow, they're just slow.
And just because you can't see anything here doesn't mean something's not on the ground. So again, if you are in Atoka, you need to be taking this seriously. Make sure that you are in your safe place. All right, we haven't gone to radar in a bit. I do want to quickly show you guys this. We do have rotation continuing near Centrahoma, north of Stonewall. We actually have a tightening right now east of Stonewall. Could have a tornado on the ground that's moving towards Gertie. Also going towards Stewart and Ashland. So again, stay in your safe place if you are in the pink polygon. The one near Atoka is rotating, and we are going to have to continue to watch that very closely. Again, the Toka one is this. Still a large lowering.
A new tornado
What we've
warning
been
has
seeing.
been issued.
We do have a new tornado warning. That'll include Gertie, Calvin, and Stewart. That is for a radar-indicated tornado. That or potential for a radar. Right now, it's radar-indicated rotation. The potential for a tornado will exist here over the next 30 to 45 minutes. Hughes, Cole, and Pontotoc counties in Oklahoma are included in this new warning. This has been the strongest rotation we've seen visually on reflectivity or on velocities. Again, we have an inflow going to the storm. Got a pretty large hook as well. Again, if there's a tornado, it will be approaching Gertie and Stewart and Calvin. So those areas will be in the track of it if it is on the ground. And it could, again, drop at any time. Corey Gherkin is on that southern storm that's not tornado warned. That is a drone shot view right now of a lowering. So that's on the southern tornado warned cell.
I don't see you. I'm like right over here, I believe. I'm almost just past the road.
That's the southern supercell that's been trying to organize near Bennington.
It's getting that horseshoe look to it, so. We may have to move.
Yeah.
Huge shout out, by the way, to Corey Gherkin for having a drone. It definitely helps being able to see structures of storms, especially with trees, you know? There's a lot of trees.
Bull funnel.
Looks like a helicopter shot. Pretty much is.
I should be crapping out now.
Look at that structure. Wow. That's insane. Doing a 360 right now. I'm getting dizzy. I guess it gives you perspective for, you know, what this storm is and what's surrounding it.
Where are you at? I'm backing up.
I'm basically just next to the car here.
On your side?
Yeah, on my side.
This is back to Connor.
Basically on the ground.
On the other tornadic supercell. Actually, let's go to Brandon, unless he doesn't have signal. I don't think Brandon has signal. Let's go to Storm Intermedia. They are basically right around where Brandon would be. and get them up. Alright, storm intermediate doesn't want to load. Let me try again. Oh, Brandon came back, I think. Alright, let me go back to storm intermediate, though. This is storm intermediate's view, again, of the Atoka tornado warning. Very fast-moving storm in general. Again, it is a supercell near Atoka. Going towards Stringtown. They may issue a new I think they'll probably issue a new tornado warning on this one. For those just east of Colgate, Oklahoma, and going towards Kiowa here pretty soon.
There's Freddy.
Oklahoma, I love you, but I can't live there. Can't disagree with that. Shout out, by the way, to Michael with the $20 super chat. Some W's in the chat for Michael. Appreciate the generosity. We still got very strong but broad area of rotation near Gertie. Wouldn't be surprised if we got a strong tornado with this, if it's able to organize. Also, Corey Gherkin just said...
A new tornado warning has been
there's
issued.
your new tornado warning. So, Cole and Atoka counties included in this brand new tornado warning. You'll see it pop up here on the map in a second. But if you are in either of those counties in the warning, seek shelter because the storm is moving very quickly to the northeast at almost 50 miles per hour. Here it is. So for those in Atoka, Stringtown, again, we do have an ongoing tornado warning here. Seek shelter immediately if you are in the pink polygon, away from windows and lowest floor possible. Again, this is moving northeast. We're using the Radar Omega app. It's the top link in the description below. All right, let me go to Corey. Corey just said that this is starting to rotate more on that drone shot on that southern supercell. And again, this is near Bochito, going towards Pritchard. And this is going to eventually go towards Atoka. It's another discrete cell. And this is a drone shot of this storm. And this is live with Corey Gherkin.
Lightning intensity's died down though. Ramped up for a bit. Yeah, it's falling apart. Man, was that close though?
Oh, it was close.
Well, CG's still back there. It's just behind us.
What am I eating? I'm eating chicken nuggets. I had air-fried chicken nuggets and then we went live. Didn't really have time to eat.
God, that was close.
As a reminder, if you are just tuning in, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the stream as well. It does help get this out to more people. Feel free to share the stream as well. Again, we'll be live here throughout the duration here of this tornado threat over the next few hours in North Texas and also in Oklahoma, with several live storm chasers, including Corey Gherkin, who is bringing us on another 360 spin here on the drone. That is, again, the entire supercell that we're looking at here near Bennington, Oklahoma. And that's the lowering that's been rotating.
Yep, Keith, it is croaking.
Couple quick updates on what's happening out there. The severe storm that we have back over north of Breckenridge, this one is beginning to weaken. So it looked very organized initially near Hubbard Creek Reservoir, but it is quickly weakening. So again, still something to watch for, but overall not nearly as organized as before. We are still monitoring the potential for maybe a storm to develop here west of Dallas-Fort Worth over the next hour or so. And if something develops, again, it could go tornadic, so we need to watch that closely. It's a conditional threat, but it is possible. And then back over in southeast Oklahoma, that is where the bulk of the tornadic action currently resides. Tornado warning near Gertie and Calvin has the most impressive rotation right now. Very strong winds going towards the radar. Same thing going away from the radar. It is still broad, though. It's not on the ground, but it is still rotating. So if you're anywhere in this pink polygon, in Stewart, Calvin, or Gertie, stay in your safe places. Further south on the Atoka storm, this one's been rotating as well. It's in a very favorable environment. So if it's able to continue to stay discreet, the tornado risk will definitely be elevated here. So continue to stay in your safe place if you're in that pink polygon. We are still watching the other supercell near Bennington. And again, if that thing's able to become more organized, we also could see a tornado with that. That's the one that, again, Corey Gherkin has been looking at with his drone. So we are still monitoring all these storms very closely. But again, 3 tornado warnings currently ongoing in southeastern Oklahoma. Very messy right now. And that makes it a little bit more concerning, because if we end up having a tornado, there's a possibility that it could be more on the rain wrap side of things instead of, you know, the rain wrap side of things instead of being, you know, photogenic. And that could be more dangerous for drivers. So. Freddie is asking about the storms. Oh, is he asking me about what's happening? What are my thoughts on Northwest Arkansas tonight? Should be mostly a wind threat. Again, this will all organize more into a line of storms in a few hours. Once that happens, it will become more of a wind threat, but that's probably not going to happen until it gets to like western Arkansas or very far eastern Oklahoma. What radar station are you currently using? We've been between the DFW radar site and the Oklahoma one. Whenever we're looking at Oklahoma storms, we'll mostly be on the Oklahoma City radar site, or the one just outside of it. Tomorrow is looking scary. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow isn't as bad as it looks like it could be. Tomorrow could be a big day. I mean, obviously today could still be a big day over the next few hours. And again, the tornado threat that we are watching is mostly going to be nocturnal. So, it's mostly going to be nocturnal. All right, for the time being, let's go back through all of our chasers again. Corey is getting the drone back into his car, so he's just doing that right now. Thank you, Astro, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. And then Brandon Kopic, who's again on YouTube, and Radar Omega is losing signal. Stormer Media is back just south of Atoka.
Almost more than
Is that what the southern cell looks like?
what, this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks
Max, Freddy was going to call you. That's unfortunate.
Versus this one.
I'm kind of live.
North-northeast. Well, there is a road.
Tornado on the ground? Which one's on the ground? Is there a report of that?
When I abandoned this one out of Atoka.
Can we pass? Oh, no. Sorry, I missed it. The line is also building.
I mean, my plan was originally not to go live again until 6 o'clock or so, but these storms really fired off pretty quickly.
This is the last chance for a prefrontal. It's going to be this guy, I think.
Going back to live radar here. Thank you, Jay, for the super chat. Nocturnal time traveling tornadoes. That'd be kind of crazy. There was one on the ground when we first went live. We haven't had anything reported since, I don't think, unless there's like a recent report that I haven't heard yet. Let me check and see if we have any reports. There haven't been any like reports here in the last like few minutes from what I've seen. For right now, every tornado warning is radar indicated, so. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma. That is this entire area from McAllister back into the Caddo, Oklahoma area. That's for 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds. There's also a tornado possible label on that. There are 2 warnings, actually. They're both in different CWA regions, which is basically the dividing line between different National Weather Service office regions. So we have 2 different warnings, but basically the same threat for both of them. Shout out to Nova also for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. Let me check real quickly. I don't think anything's happening up near Tulsa. Just gonna double check. I think Tulsa for the rest of tonight is mostly gonna be rain. I don't really see anything that looks imminent for a tornado. Again, there's been a lot of rain up there that has gotten out in front of that line of thunderstorms, which has stabilized that atmosphere up in Tulsa by a large margin. Let me check satellite imagery real quick. We're going to look at satellite. So I want to show you guys the satellite imagery is going to go away here soon. This is North Texas. There has been some clearing west of DFW. So again, if we could see a storm pop up here. I'm not ruling out that we get a little supercell trying to, you know, get going here just around or west of Fort Worth tonight. It's very possible just after sunset, which we're, again, basically now just after sunset for this area, or about to be. So I wouldn't rule out, again, an isolated supercell that tries to develop near Fort Worth here pretty soon. This rotation near Gertie, Oklahoma continues to appear very strong. Also, Corey Gherkin, let's go to him real quick. Corey Gherkin's got a view right here of the storm that is north of Bennington, Oklahoma, near Atoka. Or south of Atoka. It's a different storm. It has had a little bit of a lowering in rotation. It is spinning just very weak spin there in the middle of your screen. It's not spinning much, but it is spinning just a little bit.
Tornado reported 502, west of Tupelo.
Oh, look at that. Got rising scud. Rising scud there in the middle of your screen. I would say that's more of a scary looking cloud more than anything right now.
West of Tupelo?
That's organizing fast. You guys are gonna... This is organizing really fast right now.
It's to our northwest.
It's not really spinning that much, so I think this is more of just scary looking clouds here.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
That lowering is organizing very quickly.
Man, this is what last night looked like.
The storm is again just northeast of Caddo.
This is what sulfur night looked like.
Yeah.
That lowering is organized pretty quickly. Corey Gherkin's also live on Radar Omega and on YouTube.
I know, that's almost depressing.
Well, it is depressing.
Still looks like a lowering trying to organize here.
I'm just glad there was structure.
Out in the wide open field, too.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go from here.
Well, it developed a brief lowering.
I feel like it's trying again up there.
Didn't really materialize, though, by the looks of it.
I mean, the only thing...
Over to Connor as well. We are now entering into the nocturnal tornado threat.
It's dark and freaking
So again, this is now turning into a nighttime tornado risk here across Oklahoma and Texas. We do have a report that just came out. This is the first, that's the tornado that we initially went live for. The Stonewall, Oklahoma tornado, that's where it happened. So this was as of 40 minutes ago. Spotters reported a tornado moving across State Highway 3 west of Tupelo. So that was the confirmed tornado. The tornado warning near Stringtown is still radar indicated. It has just updated. It is still radar indicated rotation, moving northbound It is heading towards the Kiowa area. And so far, these storms, they are mostly just splitting kind of left. It doesn't seem like they're really going a favorable direction for a tornado right now. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, right now, they're not looking fantastic on radar presentation when it comes to a tornado threat. The one up near Gertie has been rotating pretty intensely this entire time. We definitely have a damaging wind threat going towards Stewart, Oklahoma, but rotation in general has been on the stronger side of things when it comes to wind speeds. The tightening hasn't really been there, but I mean, again, we definitely could see a tornado out of this. If we get one, it's gonna be a large brain wrap tornado if one drops there. So that's obviously one of the bigger concerns right now, is if it does end up producing, it's gonna be more on the rain wrap side of things. Thank you, Wayne, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. What are my thoughts on potential tropical cyclone 18? I'm gonna have a more detailed video on that probably on Tuesday. So we're gonna be covering severe weather again tomorrow, and in that video we'll be talking about that, and then on Tuesday we'll go over to more of the tropics and talk more about that. Tornado warning for Gertie, Calvin, and Stewart just condensed. It is now for Hughes County and Hughes County only in Oklahoma. It is still radar indicated. Again, nothing confirmed on this as of right now. But if you are in this warning, continue to stay in your safe place. I think Corey is going to be launching his drone again. I could be wrong, so we might have another drone shot here in a moment. I could be wrong, but I think he's going to be launching his drone here in a moment. Look at this rotation. Still pretty strong rotation approaching Stewart, Oklahoma. If you know any friends or family in this area, make sure to give them a call or text and make sure that they are getting to their safe places. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix the bottom of the screen. I realized that was off. There we go. It should be better now. All right, there we go. There hasn't been any CC drop on this storm, for the record. We haven't seen any CC drop yet. Even when it was confirmed near Stonewall. And we're also much further away from the Oklahoma City radar site. So that's kind of the problem. Pretty far away from the radar site. Nebraska should be fine tonight. Nebraska should be fine tonight. If you guys do see any reports, photos, or videos, you can at me on Twitter, at MaxVelocityWX. Very strong rotation, still going northeast. Long term, it's going to be going through pretty rural areas of southeastern Oklahoma, but should be on track for Canadian, Eufaula, and eventually the Chicotah area of Oklahoma. As a reminder, the tornado watch that is in effect goes for 2 more hours, so that goes until 8 o'clock tonight Central Time. It includes areas just outside of Fort Smith, Muskogee, Stigler, Wilburton, McAllister, and just east of Oklahoma City, and that's where our tornado watch does continue. Again, we could see this tornado watch extend further beyond 8 o'clock, so don't think the tornado threat ends at 8. I think that there will be a pretty good chance that we see a tornado watch issued for the area I just outlined. At least a severe thunderstorm watch, but perhaps even a tornado watch after 8 o'clock. I could see us having a watch down here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's going to be contingent, again, if storms get going here just west of DFW. I could see, again, there being a storm or two that develop here. And if we do get storms that develop there, I think a tornado risk is very well in play. So, I'm going to quickly show you the future radar just to kind of show you what I'm talking about here for this tornado risk. But this is what the HRRR shows around 7 to 8 o'clock. Doesn't really show much here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. A couple of the runs have shown at least a storm or two firing up around 6 or 7. So again, we'll watch between the next hour or so. If something forms, it definitely could be a concern. Again, it's a pretty favorable environment, so that's really what we're watching for in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But otherwise, it should be a pretty quiet night if storms don't fire up. But if they do fire up, that's when we have to watch, very closely for potential for, tornadoes and such. Further to the east in Oklahoma, should be mostly a line of thunderstorms from here on out, but again, a couple of discrete cells like what we're seeing now are still possible, and those ones that are discrete will have a more elevated tornado potential. Especially this one right here. This isn't even discrete, just a large area of strong velocities. And the green indicating winds going towards the radar. You got the red indicating winds going away from the radar. Some gray in between here does indicate that it's not strong and tight, but the velocities are on the stronger side of things, meaning wind speeds are higher. So if that's able to come together more, I think a tornado is very well in play.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
One second. Let me go to Storm Intermedia first. New tornado warning for Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma. I'm eating a chicken nugget. It was bad timing.
Another one?
Yeah.
Storm Intermedia is inside of the supercell south of Stringtown. That's not tornado warning right now, but this one did have a lowering.
Oh, because it's picking back up rotation again. See that?
No, I meant this.
Oh, they re-extended
All
this
right.
one though.
Quick update. We do have a new tornado warning. And that is going to be for those in Savannah and Kiowa. That is, again, Pittsburgh County. This is a supercell that's been rotating for quite some time, has had a lowering at times as well. It's approaching Savannah, Kiowa, and as well as Ashland. So if you're in those areas, again, make sure that you are seeking shelter immediately. Away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. Again, that is for Kiowa, Ashland, and Savannah. We also have a storm that has developed south of Atoka. That one we are watching for very closely. We got several storm chasers on that one right now. So if anything does form there, we will obviously, keep you posted with the latest. It hasn't looked like a very impressive storm, but we're going to keep a close eye on it. We had a lowering a couple of times near the beginning of that storm, so we're keeping a close eye on that. Still have a large, broad area of circulation near Stewart and Calvin. More of a wind threat right now, but definitely could see a tornado spinning up there somewhere in the middle of that. And if one does spin up, it'll be rain-wrapped. Shout out to Leah for the $20 super chat. Culver's for dinner. I appreciate that. I don't think I'm getting Culver's for dinner at this rate, but I do appreciate the generosity. Might get Culver's tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. I was thinking Mercury for the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. I'm not a coffee person. I'm not really a beer person either, but maybe I'll get a beer. Who knows? After this entire weekend and Monday is over. I've had people asking, I'm probably going to be live tomorrow. I don't know when, but we'll probably be live tomorrow. So again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you are notified when we do go live tomorrow. Just for those that are wondering. Again, we're still live here for the next few hours, but for tomorrow, for those that are asking, we will more than likely be live. As long as tomorrow doesn't look like anything, like as long as it looks like something is happening. Like I'm not going to go live for nothing. There has to be something happening. But live stream could start tomorrow as early as like 2 to 3 o'clock. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Mercury for another $10 super chat, then get some tea. I do drink some Snapple tea sometimes. It's like my main source of caffeine right now. Because I haven't had a soda in 95 days now. Last time I had a soda was 95 days ago. Thank you, Kayla. Appreciate that. How's it going? Thank you also, Steens, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Let me go back over to...
1 second, guys. Yeah.
Check out Brandon Kopic if he's in Signal. I don't know if he is. in a second. Corey
God, I can't
Gherkin
wait
is
to
out
watch
there.
the
Connor's driving through a bunch of rain near Atoka. Are you behind on homework because of all the weather? I definitely am. I mean, I'm not behind. It's just, I basically can only do two things. I can go live for weather, or I have to do homework. There's not much free time in my life right now. Alright, we'll go back to them if they see anything. It's raining right now. Thank you, Gaming, for the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you. Anybody's patrolling Colgate? Don't think so. Closest chaser to Colgate is Connor, and he's not even that close. So, Colgate's mostly wind, though. So, you're mostly going to be seeing a wind threat in the Colgate area. So, just stay away from windows. Lots of lightning, too, by the way. Frequent lightning up and down this line. These storms that are discrete, trying to produce the tornado threat, it's a bit unfavorable for storm chasers because these storms are not producing hardly any lightning. So if there was a tornado, it would be pretty hard to see visually. You know, lightning is the only way that the sky is going to be really lit up tonight. So does not help that there's not much lightning on those. The storm that was east of Abilene has also just fizzled out. We still have a couple storms ongoing west of Abilene, excuse me. This is a live view out of Abilene, Texas. On the Radar Omega Cyclone port. We might have a view of that storm here pretty soon. We'll see. Might get an interesting view. I'm not sure what direction that camera looks, but got a couple of storms that have fired up there. Looks like it's looking east right now, so if it looks west, we might get a view of something. Still got a large, broad area of circulation near Stewart. That tornado warning's been going for over an hour now. Or at least this storm's been tornado warned for over an hour. I think Brandon Kopic has a view now of at least some sort of lowering, maybe? Or he did?
Yeah, and we're just running into the constant problem
back to
this
that
time
view.
of year that by the time these storms get their act together, the sun's
Your professors give you credit for your max velocity work? No. Most frequently asked question when it comes to college. Do you get extra credit? The answer is no. It'd be nice, though. It would be nice.
What did that say to this?
When is the main event supposed to start? The peak of this tornado threat is from 5 to 10. Peak is 5 to 10 o'clock, which is started an hour ago, should be going for the next 4 hours or so. Hey, you gaming for the super chat? How's Wardville doing? I have no clue where that is. Should be mostly wind in that area from here on out. And we got this little discrete supercell, but it's moving off to the north. Don't really see a whole lot of rotation on it either. But still has the potential to produce maybe a brief spin up as it moves towards Savannah and McAllister. As a quick reminder, if you have not already heard about the next tropical system that's going to be entering the Gulf of Mexico, obviously not relevant to today, but I just want to throw this out there. There is now a high likelihood that we'll have a tropical storm heading towards the United States later this week. Hurricane likely by Wednesday in the Caribbean Sea, and it'll enter the Gulf as a hurricane Wednesday afternoon, and then it's probably going to be going towards the Gulf Coast. So we're going to have a video talking all about this probably on Tuesday morning. So that'll be the next time we really talk about it in detail. I won't be talking much about it tomorrow because we're going to be mostly focused on the elevated tornado threat that is going to exist.
A new tornado warning has been issued
In eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. By the way, there is no new tornado warning. It is the same warning. The only reason why it said that is because the hail got upgraded. So $50 sized hail now possible on the Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma tornado warning. So now we're up to $50 sized hail. Thank you, Desiree, for the $20 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. Is there anything that's going to hit Northwest Arkansas? I think it'll be mostly a wind concern for tonight. I don't think we're going to have much of a tornado threat. Predominantly just wind. But have a tornado action plan in place just in case. It's not a it's a non-zero tornado risk. We could still see an isolated tornado. Just overall, the odds of that are on the lower side of things. They also tornado for the super chat. Tell the chasers if in the Stewart area there's nothing here store wise. So if they need something, holler out here. I'm awake. Might have to ask them because I'm not. I can't really communicate with them like that. I don't think they're up there though. I think everybody's dropped to the south. Like every chaser now is down near Atoka. I don't think they're gonna go north at this point. The storms are these tornado warning cells. They're moving so fast, and the chasing terrain in southeast Oklahoma is not great because the road networks are not that great. So they're probably not going to go back north. I would have to guess. I think a lot of them are going to be dropping south and basically going to have to wait and see if something develops down here and right near the Red River. Let me go over to Brandon. Maybe.
3 letters. O-Y-O.
Oh, that's where that piece of shit was? My God, that's... I wonder if that place is even still there.
Brandon's getting some lightning now. Brandon Kopic again on Radar Omega and on YouTube. He's near Atoka.
Yep, the crime scene.
Pretty sure that took 2 years.
Lightning show starting to happen out here now. Somebody just said snowing in Dallas. Maybe in your dreams. Hey, Leah, for becoming a Maximum Velocity member. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I
How is it snowing in Dallas? Somebody falsely reporting it's snowing in Dallas. I mean, maybe it's snowing. I just... It definitely isn't snowing, like, realistically. Maybe on a video game. Maybe in Call of Duty. I don't know. It's definitely not snowing, though, IRL. I can tell you that. It's like 80 degrees and humid as crap there. It's... I think the dew points are in, like, the 70s right now. Or at least the upper 60s, if not in the 70s. Check out the METAR data. Give you a quick little insider information, a little insider scoop to what the dew points are right now. Yeah, they're right around 70 degrees in Dallas-Fort Worth. So if it's snowing, I am awfully concerned. It's very concerning if it's snowing. I'm ready for winter. I am too. I'm so ready for winter. I'm ready for the snowstorms, snow in general, the colder weather. Like, it's been... obviously, we're in the second severe weather season right now, which this stuff does happen, but yeah, in general, like, this is not what I would like to cover. I would like to start talking more about snow. I like talking about snow. I think it's a fun activity for everybody. Who else is excited for winter in the chat? Some, like, eyes in the chat. Put 1 in the chat if you're excited for winter. If you're not excited, put 2 in the chat. Thank you, Alex, for the super chat. Claremore? I don't know where Claremore is. Okay, there's a whole bunch of 1s in the chat. Claremore should be mostly rain at this point. Not expecting much severe weather. We got a lot of 1s off the bat. We got to... Oh, okay, the 2s are starting to filter in. All right, we got a kind of a split vote here on who wants and who doesn't want winter. For those that are putting 2 in the chat are probably people that live in, like, the Midwest where they just get buckets of snow every winter, so... It'd be cool if we got, like, a demographic, like a little quiz where, you know, you put your state in and also put what if you like snow or not like snow or whatever. like see what people are. Sorry, if you'd want winter or not want winter. Like we do like a little poll or something, get the statistics on that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Thank you, Beast, for the super chat. Is there anything fun in Minnesota anytime this week? Maybe the Vikings winning a game? I don't know. Are the Vikings playing? Yeah, the Vikings play tonight, so maybe they'll win tonight. Maybe that'll be fun. That's about it, though. Where is Max? I'm here. No snow in Houston, please. I don't think it's going to snow in Houston. It's pretty hard for that to happen. Why so serious? I'm a very serious person. This is a serious matter. Talking about snow. I love your videos. Appreciate that. Thank you. Glad you enjoy them. I like how there are some people in chat that are like in Dallas that are saying like it's not snowing in Dallas. I can assure you it is not snowing in Dallas. Thank you, Desiree, for gifting a member. Appreciate that. Let's check back in Texas, see if anything's popping here. Still not really anything popping in Texas. It is 6 o'clock right now, and again, we might see a storm develop here. We're still waiting to see if that happens. I would give it like an hour. If nothing develops by 7, I think the chances of like a tornadic supercell in the North Texas area are very low. And then right now, we're not really seeing any new discrete cells popping up. Maybe something west of Paris, but nothing really that new that's popping up, so. Something near Hatfield. Maybe a little bit of something near Hatfield and Mena. That might be something. It's not really a supercell, though. If this ends up growing in size, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a brief tornado out of that. But yeah, that's really about it. We got a couple little cells developing near Athens, Texas. Look at this. I actually got rotation near Athens, Texas right now. This is near Trinidad and the Malakoff area. A little bit of circulation on a little cell that has just developed near Cairns going towards Gun Barrel City. So this right here might be something to watch for a tornado risk. I'm not sure what our photographs look like here, but I wouldn't think they were that good. Actually, no, they're pretty good right here. Yeah, we could see a tornado with this activity here if it organizes. Just southeast of Dallas-Fort Worth. I don't know if they have a tornado risk outlined right now for this area. They don't for this area. They do up into, like, Sulphur Springs. I wouldn't rule out something organizing, though, down here southeast of Dallas-Fort Worth. Maybe a little tornado threat. Thank you, Dennis, for becoming a member. Thank you, Kayla, for the super chat as well. Appreciate the generosity. This is the latest scan. See what the velocities look like. This is going towards Tool, Texas. We got a little bit of circulation, just a little baby circulation moving north-northeast. Somebody just said light dusting in DFW. Light dusting. These city names? I know, there are some crazy city names out there. You know, I for those that are new to the channel, or even if you've been here for a while, we have this page called North Texas Weather Center on Facebook. That's where everything started. You know, Max Velocity wouldn't exist if it wasn't because of that. And North Texas, it's like this entire region. And there are so many city names here, like Cleburne, which I thought was Claiborne. You know, it's Cleburne, Texas. You got Bowie, Texas. It looks like Bowie. You know, you got Bonham. Looks like Bonham. You know, like there are some weird like pronunciations here. So, you know, it's something. The pronunciations like everywhere I feel like are always weird. I think there's like so many different ways to pronounce things.
Has been issued.
So, well, this is interesting. We have a new tornado warning. This is going to include Tushka and Atoka. Connor Croft was live. He's not live anymore. So maybe he boots up another stream because he's now in a tornado warning. This is again moving east-northeast, going towards Route 6975 and Highway 3. So if you are in this warning, seek shelter immediately away from windows, lowest floor possible, interior room of your home or building, if you are in this warning. With all respect, you do butcher a lot of names. I'm well aware, thank you. It's not really intentional, to be honest. Put some W's in the chat for Chris with the very generous $100 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. From the DFW area, I do appreciate you tuning in, and thank you very much for your very generous $100 super chat. Thank you also to Brandon for the $5 super chat. There hasn't been much snow in like anywhere recently up in like the Northeast. Feels like it's been very dry up there. Shout out also to Jessica for the Venmo. Appreciate the Venmo donation. Yeah, we do have a little bit of rotation here moving northeast, so we'll be watching that closely. That rotation that was near Stewart and Calvin, it's been broadening out quite a bit. The tornado warning will officially expire in 4 minutes. Both of these tornado warnings, in fact, will expire in 4 minutes. I don't think there will be extensions to those. I think the main concern at this point near McAllister is wind. This storm near Atoka definitely has I would say, a chance to produce maybe a tornado as it moves towards Atoka. Gloucester? It's Gloucester. I know it's Gloucester because I actually have been to a Gloucester before. Gloucester, Massachusetts. Is Storm Intermedia approaching this? I think Storm Intermedia might be near this. Yeah, Storm Intermedia is in this tornado warning. If we get a lightning strike, we might see something, so let's keep a close eye out. Thank you, Jax, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities.
I would also watch that storm near Colgate, because it looks like rotation's picking up there as well.
Thank you, Desiree, for the gifted member.
That's gotta be so funny. Surprised I'm surprised he pulled the trigger though.
This right here near Colgate, I think, is some sort of clear air contamination. I don't think it's really rotating. But something to watch for near Colgate, moving northeast. It looks like it's rotating, but I think it's more of just clear air contamination here. Thank you, Dennis, for the super chat. Appreciate it. I think, yeah, Connor went live again. I'm going to pull up his stream and put it on here just in case. Get some view of anything. I know Storm Intermedia is closing in on this tornado warning cell. He's inside of the tornado warning. We're gonna have to wait to see if lightning is able to spark something here. Let me pull up Connor and put him.
I feel like he's not on the radio, so
Yeah, this should be Connor here. So Connor's live again.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Just to my north too. Got 2 chances it looks like here.
Well, we have another tornado warning for Colgate. It kind of looked like some clear air sort of contamination here, but they have issued a tornado warning on this rotation near Colgate, moving northeast. We are in a radar hole, as mentioned before. Like, this is a large radar hole, so it is hard to tell, but they have issued a tornado warning for Colgate going towards Kiowa and Ashland. So if you are in the tornado warning, seek shelter immediately, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. And this storm is attempting to produce a tornado, again moving northeast. We got two tornado warnings now up and down this line. Could see a third one somewhere down here with how things are currently trending. So, 2 brand new tornado warnings here in southeast Oklahoma. Thank you, Desiree, for becoming a member. Yeah, these storms are starting to pop off a little bit now. We go to Storm Intermedia. I just saw a lightning strike.
They are
there again on this tornado warning. They're closing in on the rotation. Trying to see if they get a view of something here. There is a little bit more lightning now. You can see it. So maybe we get a view of some sort of lowering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard to see at nighttime. So we'll see if we can see something here.
You have to wait for it to come all the way over near.
This is again right on the tornado warning near Atoka.
Kiowa. And is there a road that goes in there? There's 43 out of Flora, but that's right on 43 right now.
Yeah.
You can go out of Reynolds. We can go up here to Reynolds, and then you have to cut down on this 131 here. Wait for it to come to you. As soon as it crosses there, then you have to race to get here, to get up here, to get it up here again.
Right. Still not seeing anything yet.
Which one's taller? Ooh, this one's taller. At the moment, 50,000 feet almost. Sheesh.
All right.
And the next scan, that one's gonna be taller.
We go back to radar. I'm not seeing anything yet. I mean, there's a little bit of lightning, just nothing. There's still kind of in like, you know, a city or in a town and a lot of trees in the area. But again, this is the rotation. It's moving towards Atoka right now, and Atoka's been under like 4 different tornado warnings. And again, that area of rotation is on track for Atoka. I think Storm Intermedia is like right about here right now. So they're just south of Atoka. I think they're the closest chaser to this storm, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're just a little bit closer to the storm than the other chasers. So they're pretty much the closest to it. But again, moving towards Atoka and Tuska. We also got the rotation that's back up near Colgate. Again, I personally thought that this is more of just clear air contamination, but they have issued a tornado warning on it. So just, you know, seek shelter. It doesn't hurt. You know, there's a Durant radar site that should be coming in. I thought it was already up, but maybe not. That should be able to capture this sort of activity. I'm not sure when that's officially releasing to the public, but that is something that will help to be able to identify the issue with the radar hole that we have here in Southeast Oklahoma. Thank you, Richard, for the $10 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you also, Michael, for becoming a member. One of my predictions for this winter, I might do a YouTube short on what I think the winter will hold for us, or I might do a video. I was going to do a video, but there's just been so much weather over the last couple of months that it's delayed us making a winter forecast this year. So the odds of us doing a full-blown winter forecast this year at this point are, I would say, very low. Again, unfortunately, we just had such an active year of weather. Hasn't been any time to really plan out one. We've had like non-stop weather, and when there isn't weather, I want to take a break. You know, relax for like a few days, and even then, it just, the weather keeps going, so. This year's been pretty crazy. Can you check the Tool, Texas area again? Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, it's still near Gun Barrel City. We've had this like broad area of circulation. It's a very low top supercell, but this is the kind of storm that could produce a tornado. The echo tops are 32,000 feet, so it's a storm, I would say, that still has a chance to produce something. And this is on track right now for Canton and Kemp. So it's definitely still something to watch for. Shout out to Landon with the $10 Venmo. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you, Temple, for the $50 super chat. Put some W's in the chat for Temple. Appreciate the generosity. All right, let's go back to Storm Intermedia. Again, they're on the tornado warning near Atoka. We'll see if they have anything here. Again, if we get a lightning strike, we might see something. Are they going north? Are they going for the north storm instead? I'm not sure where they're going. They might be going north instead of on the southern tornado warning. I'm not sure. Can't really tell. I know Brandon Kopic, though, he's closer to the northern tornado warning now near Colgate. This is the northern one. And again, Brandon Kopic on Radar Omega and on YouTube. This is the northern storm that's tornado warning near Colgate. A lot more lightning on this one. A lot healthier of a supercell. This one might produce something, so we'll have to watch this one very closely. It's going towards Kiowa.
Lightning is definitely on the other.
Again, if you want to download the Radar Omega app, it is the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. A lot of lightning on this one.
Alright guys, I'm gonna angle the top camera for you guys a bit. I probably won't leave it on it, but you guys will just see a black screen.
We're on a different camera now.
You see something in that direction.
I do want to quickly go back to radar. We do have a storm near Sweetwater, Texas that is beginning to develop a mezzo on it. Potential for a tornado will exist on this storm if it's able to organize, going towards Sweetwater, Merkel, and Abilene. We do have a Radar Omega cyclone port that is a live camera just outside of Abilene right now. This, I don't know what direction it's looking, which is a problem. But if this is looking towards Abilene, which I think it is, because there's a lot of lights, I think it might be looking north or northeast. The storm would be over to the west, so if the camera does change directions, then we'll have a better view of that storm. But there's a little mezzo developing on that. Definitely could see a tornado being possible there. And then we also have a small storm that's trying to develop a mezzo west of Breckenridge, Texas. And then also just outside of Bridgeport, we have a little bit of convection, but most of that is elevated, so it shouldn't be too much of a concern there. Again, our two tornado warnings right now are in Oklahoma. The one that we were watching a moment ago is the one northeast of Colgate, moving towards Kiowa, and then the other one, I would say, is a broader area of circulation, is going towards the Atoka area. So if you're in either warning, make sure that you're staying in your safe place.
Too much plant light.
This is Brandon Kopic, who's on that northern tornado warning. Again, he's on Radar Omega and on YouTube.
Me out here.
Keep him up here for a second, just see if we have any view of anything. Go back to...
My bad.
I'm not sure who we'll go back to next. Stay here for a second. A lot of lightning on this Colgate storm. You can see how many flashes of lightning there are. Very frequent cloud-to-cloud lightning. Perhaps even some cloud-to-ground lightning mixed in there. Shout out to Patrick as well for the Venmo, appreciate it. No problem, Judy, appreciate you becoming a 6-month member. Alright, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Texas. That's for Taylor, Fisher, and Nolan counties. So that's just outside of Abilene. This is the storm that we were just talking about. Has a little mezzo trying to develop on it. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe get a brief spin up out of this. It is relatively discreet, and there is definitely some wind shear here, so we could see something spin up here. But more than anything, for the time being, for Sweetwater and Trent, Texas, it should be mostly a wind and hail threat. So 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds and then quarter-sized hail are both going to be possible. Moving off to the east, northeast, going towards Interstate 20. And that's that live shot here out of the Abilene area. Just saw a fly go by the screen. That was a fly. Still got a little bit of broad circulation here, Gun Barrel City, so we're still watching that. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning now for Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma. That's the new warning for McAllister. 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-sized hail, and a tornado possible label have been added to that warning. Person just said, I'm Texas. The water is sweet. In Oklahoma, the water is still. Bruh. Hey, you wait for the super chat. Is more and Norman good for the night? Yeah, more and Norman's good for the night. Appreciate the super chat. But yeah, you guys are good. There will be probably another threat tomorrow in the morning. Brandon Kopic apparently has a lowering. This is Brandon Kopic on the Colgate tornado warning. Brandon Kopic again on Radar Mega and on YouTube. There's a lowering apparently, which it looks like from the lightning that we're seeing, it would be right behind the trees in the center of your screen.
But the area of interest is definitely north, guys.
Shout out to Vauwas for becoming a maximum velocity member. Appreciate that.
And all but far western and northwest Oklahoma. West through Monday afternoon. Impact.
I just realized my lightning light is off. It's usually not off. Alright, let's see if there's a lowering here, which he just said there was one. It's middle left of your screen. That's gonna bother me. Okay, light's off now. My apologies. Nobody said anything in the chat, guys. Lightning light needs to be on.
It's right in there.
Brandon's lightning light is on. It technically is. He has a lightning light on here. Definitely a lot of lightning here. Wow, look at that. Very bright lightning. I can't really see a clear lowering here. Tough to tell. Is that a night light? No, it's not a night light. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I bought it like 2 years ago, though. I'm pretty sure it's not a night light. We also got Connor Croft, who is
right in
near
front of this
Atoka.
thing.
He's further south. He's on the
over.
southern tornado warning. There was just lightning a second ago. We'll see if we get another strike. There it is. Might see a lowering here, too. There have been a few more flashes of lightning here on this storm. So we'll see if we can see something.
It's currently 68 degrees.
Someone needs a haircut. Thanks, appreciate that. I'm well aware. I haven't had a haircut in 3 months.
That's what
Last time I had a haircut was August 9th, I'm pretty sure.
Tire pressure on the back right is also down to 26 psi.
Slowly leaking.
Love to see it.
Alright,
Still a little bit of lightning.
got a
Can't
shelf
really.
coming in.
Not enough lightning to. Oh, there's a little bit more. Saw a little scud on the right.
Base shelf cloud coming in. With every
He's saying there's a shelf cloud, so
lightning bolt.
probably more of a wind threat here for the Atoka area.
Love a good shelf.
Am I golfing again?
No,
Probably in a
it's
couple
been
weeks,
leaking
actually.
Over the past, like, 2
Thanksgiving,
days. It's gone
hopefully.
from 30 to 26. It's not a pressing concern.
That's how it always starts. It starts slow and then boom, just like that.
Thank you, Dennis, for the super chat.
I have a storm runner. Oh, hey guys. Hasn't done it yet.
Problem is, when you have longer hair, you have to take showers way more frequently. That's like the biggest problem. Like, you can't even just do it once a day. You almost have to do it twice a day. It's much more difficult.
Come on, little storm.
Show us your dangly bits. Come on.
Come on.
My hair
What
is
do you got?
astronomically long. Like, it's getting bad.
That doesn't look bad.
How far down can this go?
There.
Yeah, it can go down pretty
I don't
low.
think that's side
It's
lobe
long.
anymore.
Up there.
Right there. I don't think that's side lobe anymore. I think if there's anything, it is directly in front of us right there.
Guess we'll find out.
Thank you, Michelle, for the gifted membership. I think you should grow it out. There's no way I'm growing this out. We got maximum 2 more weeks with this haircut. Like, two more weeks and this hair is gone. It's going, like, buzz cut, basically. Like, there's just no way. Alright, let's go back to Brandon Kopic again on Radar Omega and on YouTube. He's on that northern tornado warning near Kiowa area. Also, Polk County and Montgomery counties in Arkansas just got issued into a flash flood warning. That's up here in that, if you're in that area. Buzz cut for Buzz Lightyear. There's no shot. There's no way. I'm not getting a Buzz Lightyear haircut either. I'm not getting a lower taper fade. As a reminder, no politics in the chat. I get it, we're a couple days away, but no politics. Nobody cares about your opinion here. I almost can guarantee you. It does not matter. And this So Weather channel.
Be careful.
Alright, let me go back to Connor. I think we just lost Brandon. A little bit more lightning here in Atoka.
Just drive. Whoa! I just drive through.
Jesus Christ.
I absolutely. What?
What in the hell?
I actually hate this place. I hate Oklahoma and Texas.
Okay, I get it.
They constantly have. Hey, take the phone if you see something.
Seeing if we can see anything. I'm not seeing.
Hey, you Hom for the super chat. Kansas City tonight and tomorrow.
See an airport.
Probably not much tonight. Tomorrow, maybe an isolated severe storm. A little lightning flash there. Still some scuddy activity there in the middle left of your screen. And lightning's the only way we can see anything.
Might be a little something right there. Yeah, that. Whoa. What is
Looks
that?
like scud right there. What they just pointed to.
Well, we couldn't see over there anyways because of that stupid.
There was a lowering there, but it
behind
looked
that
like
school
scud.
right there. See if you can get behind it.
Hello, school.
We're going back to school.
This looks like a rare school. Their parking lot does not wrap behind the building for some reason.
You don't think over there?
No, it might over here.
I mean,
The Stillwater severe thunderstorm warning in
gated,
Texas
love it.
is still mostly wind and hail. I'm not seeing anything beyond that. There's another good shot
seeing
there. A
that
lot of
little
scud.
scuddy lowering right back in there.
Yeah.
Perhaps a lowering though
Going back
on
to
the
school,
Atoka
chat.
storm.
My gosh, look, we just got lucky.
Gotta keep a
There's
close
another
eye
one.
here. It's gonna be hard to see unless we get lightning, which we should get a couple more lightning strikes here.
Curls, thanks for super chat. Make sure I didn't destroy the back of my car.
There's some lightning. Guys, I am not related to Dwight from The Office. I don't even look close to him. Hey, Robert Ducky for the $10 super chat. This is a weather channel? I thought it was a Culver's fan club. Imagine our name was Culver's fan club. Be crazy. I do want to go back to radar. We do have actually rotation developing in a an area that we haven't talked about much. This is all the way back up near McAllister. Got some rotation developing going towards Canadian and Euphalia and Carlton Landing. We actually had a pretty sure a tornado or a tornado warning a few months back here in this area, but stay vigilant. If you're back up near the Canadian area, Carlton Landing and Euphalia, no tornado warning on this, but there is rotation. So it might be something to watch for as that moves off to the north.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And we now have a new tornado warning that is going to be for Caddo. So Caddo, Canny, Kennefic, and as well as Tushka. Tushka, all included in this new tornado warning. Atoka, Johnson, and Bryan counties are included in this in Oklahoma. So if you're in any of those areas, seek shelter immediately. Away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. That's a storm shelter, basement, closet, or bathroom. Thank you also, Claire, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. Here's the Sweetwater storm west of Abilene. Mostly just wind at this point. This is a live shot of Abilene right now. We got some big tower and cumulonimbus clouds here at the top of your screen. Very top of your screen, got some tower and cumulonimbus clouds there. So now we have tornado warnings lining up and down here in southeast Oklahoma. They are lining up quickly. Let's check back in on Brandon Kopic, who's on the northern tornado warning. See if we can see anything. Might be hard initially here. Oh, there's that new one. Alright, there you go. Alright, they have issued a new tornado warning. We were just talking about this. That's for Canadian, Carlton Landing, and Eufaula. A pretty intense couplet has developed here near Canadian, and it is moving northeast. So if you are in Carlton Landing, if you are in Canadian, or just south of Eufaula, make sure that you are seeking shelter immediately. Away from windows, lowest floor possible, an interior room of your home or building. No problem, Byron. Appreciate the generous $20 super chat. Brandon's on this area of rotation here near Highway 69. So if he has a view of anything, we'll go to him. Let me get Connor up here, bottom left, right. Connor's also on a storm that has rotation. But now we got pretty much a lining up of tornado warnings now here in southeast Oklahoma. We're up to 4 now. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that. The rotation near Caddo looks pretty impressive right now. That one's a little bit on the stronger side of things. And we are in a radar hole, so it's hard to see it clearly, but it does appear as if that one's rotating quite a bit right now. So the one near Caddo, pretty organized rotation, moving northeast towards Tushka. The Atoka tornado warning still appears very contaminated, but again, it's hard to tell with the radar sight so far away. Still got an inflow notch, still got a little hook as well with this thing, and again, if a tornado's on the ground, it'll be going into Stringtown and the Atoka Reservoir. So those areas will be in the track of this if it is, again, in progress and on the ground. Connor just said he may have seen a power flash.
Happened, dang, right after we just couldn't see it anymore.
But he couldn't tell.
What is our luck?
It's okay, we gotta be more on our toes.
So Connor just said there may have been a power flash.
Navigator should have told you.
Come on. Yeah, and somebody's reporting this potentially on the ground, guys. Oh, really? Really, dude? Go.
Wait, who's reporting it's on the ground? I didn't hear that.
Shoot north, guys. If there's another power flash, you should be able to see it. Again, potential cone tornado on the ground with this. Another storm chaser reported it.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm seeing power flashes. I cannot. Am I tripping?
By Freddy?
That looks like a power flash. I mean, not all of them are.
There's a report of a cone tornado near Atoka right now. Apparently, okay, so we have a report. We have a report of a visual. This is according to Stephen Jones. A report of a cone tornado about 5 miles to the northeast of Atoka right now. That would be near Corey, actually. Is Corey seeing anything? Corey is right here. Is Corey seeing something? Apparently, there's a report of a cone tornado, though, according to a storm chaser in the area. And Corey, I think, is the closest one to this right now, out of our chasers.
How fast the warning say it's moving? Oh, I see a lorry right there.
This is currently radar indicated, for the record.
I think we're gonna have to go east.
But this will probably get upgraded to confirmed if it is indeed
Most likely.
a cone. Again, Corey is right near this.
I think it's right here. Yeah.
And not to jump the gun or anything, but if it is a confirmed, cone tornado, this will probably go PDS. And that's as of, I think, 4 minutes ago is that report.
5 miles north of Atoka. Here in Stringtown.
I see a big
We are starting to lose Corey a little bit right now.
It might be off to the left.
The problem right now is that there's barely any lightning, so it's hard to tell. And again, there was a report of a visually seen cone tornado, according to a report, north of Atoka. It would be approaching, it would be going through Stringtown in a few minutes, and it would eventually cross over Highway 69. This report is as of 3 minutes ago, by the way. Sorry, not 5 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago. This is the full report. Visually seeing a cone tornado about 5 miles to the northeast of Atoka, Oklahoma. Circulation touched down after it got a few miles to the east of Highway 3 on the north side of town. So that would be, like, in here. And it would be approaching Stringtown. So if there is indeed a tornado currently in progress, it will be approaching Highway 69 going towards Flora. We have several storm chasers in the area of this. The problem is it's nighttime and there's barely any lightning. Like, Connor's, like, right in the area where this tornado would be. Probably only like 2 or 3 miles away from it. Corey's also in a similar position.
It really is.
That is a damn good point.
Like, I do not trust it at all.
Just very hard to see.
Because it has been wrong all day.
And we haven't had lightning in a while. If we get a lightning strike, we might see something.
It's not worth it.
They're driving slow just in case, obviously, because if there's a tornado, they don't want to get crossed by it.
Away from us, even if it was wrong.
Man, this report is according to Stephen Jones on Twitter, who is a storm chaser.
And I would think the tornado's here. But then again, the radar's wrong as well. Good as it do.
Still, I've had no lightning. I mean, we're just waiting for a lightning strike. If we get one, we might see something. It's impossible to see, basically, without lightning.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
They have issued a new tornado warning for Colgate, southwest of Kiowa. I mean, we got a tight couplet east of Colgate, just no definitive CC drop. If you are in the pink polygon, seek shelter immediately. Away from windows, lowest floor possible. That is for Cole and Atoka counties. Corey is doing a drone. So Corey is doing a drone right now. I'm gonna go to Corey once that drone is higher up. Once we're gonna have a drone shot of this. Again, we're gonna need lightning though, for it to be anything worth, you know, while, because there's been no lightning on this storm. It's very hard to confirm a tornado with no lightning. Again, there's been a report of a cone tornado, but we don't have anything beyond that, and pretty dangerous situation if we have one. If there's a tornado, it's gonna be going over the Atoka Reservoir near Stringtown, Oklahoma. Okay, all right. Let me go to Corey. Corey has a drone up. There is lightning, so let's see. I just saw a lightning strike, so you can see a couple little flashes there, unless that's power flashes, but I think it's lightning. We are starting to see some lightning, so maybe we get a view of something here. There's a lot of possibilities here. There's also a possibility that this already lifted. It might be on the ground. It might not even. Who knows? It's very hard to tell right now. With very poor radar coverage, it's not easy. Another lightning strike there. Yeah, this is a drone shot, so we are looking well above the ground right now. He is zooming in to see if he can see anything. Yeah, we're gonna need lightning though. The warning is still radar indicated. We've had no upgrade to the warning, so not confident enough. We haven't had any photographic evidence yet, I don't think.
I think I just saw a power flash.
We're at
Back here, I think. Circulation's getting ready.
We're still looking around again. The lightning is so infrequent right now. It's hard to tell. We just need a couple lightning strikes. I mean, the lightning is so infrequent here. If you guys were watching the stream earlier, we had a CG like every 2 seconds over in, you know, Ardmore, Oklahoma. Like, for whatever reason, right now, we're not seeing anything. There's just no lightning. We do currently have 5 tornado warnings. I think 2 of them just expired, though, so we're going to be back down to 3 tornado warnings. All 3 tornado warnings are down here to the south, near Atoka. We got a strong couplet developing near Caddo right now, moving northeast. So strong couplet right now, moving northeast near Caddo. We still got the Atoka one, which again reportedly was on the ground. Let me go to Brandon and see if he has anything. Brandon Kopic is just north of this. Alright, Brandon is sitting still. Oh, big lightning. Okay, so there's lightning up here. Let's see if he can see anything.
Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is
Nighttime tornadoes are literally the worst. It is very hard to verify them with poor radar coverage.
Take cover now.
I've got, oh my gosh.
Alright, well, Brandon apparently has found the jackpot of lightning. There's a lot of lightning up here. We had storm chasers literally all around this. Corey Gherkin's in Stringtown. Brandon Kopic is north of Stringtown by 5 miles. Connor is south of Stringtown. I mean, they're all in this vicinity of this possible cone tornado that was reported.
The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a tornado warning for central Toll County in southeastern Oklahoma, north central Atoka County in southeastern Oklahoma until 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 6:41 p.m. Central Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located.
Brandon is now moving.
At 60 miles an hour.
And Brandon Kopic is on Radar Omega and on YouTube. You can check him out on Radar Omega with the top link in the description below on iOS and Android.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Alright, they have issued now a new tornado warning. That's for areas north of Stringtown, south of Pittsburgh, and south of Kiowa. So that is the storm that, again, apparently, allegedly, we've had a report of a cone tornado about now 10 minutes ago from now. Again, we don't have much more information other than that. I mean, we haven't had any photos or anything, so it's hard to verify. But if you are in this warning, seek shelter immediately. Away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. And this is currently moving to the northeast. We have a big radar hole here, so it's very hard to tell what's exactly happening on radar. Let me go to Connor. I'm surprised that one chaser has seen something and nobody else has, to be honest. That's like the one thing that's
by circulations right now, guys.
Thank you, Austin, for the super chat.
If we ever needed to, we could always just bail on this road.
Bail where?
Yeah, the only problem is we don't have a radar in southeast Oklahoma. It's been a pretty notorious radar hole, but they added a radar to Durant. I just don't think it's public yet.
Yeah,
Northwest Arkansas should be mostly wind. Go to Brandon. Is Brandon seeing something? Brandon's like in the inflow area.
North Central Atoka County in southeastern Oklahoma until 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I don't think Brandon has anything yet. And then Connor's driving through a pool of rain right now here in Stringtown. Do you have a new mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center that has just come out?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if anybody got a visual.
Wait, Brandon seeing something?
Stephen Jones not posted a picture.
What's Brandon looking at? Brandon has This is Brandon's view right now in this tornado warned cell. Wind's picking up. how much light there is right here, all that light, I mean, you'd kind of think we'd see something here if there was something, so. I thought Stringtown had so many lights in one spot. This is right where the inflow is and where the tornado would be located if there was one, near Stringtown, Oklahoma. Then you lay in for the super chat. Need should be all right. We're not gonna really see anything up there other than rain. All right, he's turning around. Wind is picking up quite a bit. You can see how the wind is picking up. There's probably at least an RFD surge, damaging winds probably.
There is a
I still don't see anything that looks like it's spinning, but it's, again, nighttime. It's hard to tell. I'm going to go back to Brandon in a moment. We do have a new mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center. Damaging wind and isolated tornado threat will persist and may spread into Arkansas over the next few hours.
This is an urgent alert. A tornado is on the
go.
ground. Seek shelter immediately.
All right, so we now officially have a confirmed tornado in Oklahoma. So again, tornado now confirmed near Atoka. This is on the storm that Brandon is on, and there is now a confirmed tornado. This is according to weather spotters, confirmed a tornado just north of Stringtown. So just confirmed north of Stringtown, there is a confirmed tornado by weather spotters. That is near Flora. It is moving northeast. The good news is that there isn't a whole lot in the track of this, but if you're in Wesley, you need to be in your safe place. It is going to be approaching Highway 375, just south of Kiowa, south of Savannah, and west of Highway 43. So this is now officially a confirmed tornado that is in progress near Highway 69 and moving to the northeast, just north of Stringtown. So please be in your safe place again if you are in this warning. I'm going to go back to Brandon Kopic, who's again on Radar Omega, and he's also live on YouTube. He is literally right where the tornado would be. He's been on this storm the entire time. Been pretty strong winds here. A lot of lightning. So again, this is a confirmed tornado that Brandon Kopic is on right now. This has been confirmed by weather spotters. Are you posting this, Tucker? Thanks for posting the warning. All right, Kopic's turning around again. He's been kind of going back and forth. He's going down a railroad. Go back to once this connection becomes better. And Kopic's right here. The tornado itself would be located somewhere near Kopic. I mean, it'd be near Flora. He's pretty much next to it, assuming that this is on the ground and is confirmed, which again, it has been confirmed apparently by weather spotters. We still got rotation further south on the southern tornado warning, so we're keeping a close eye on that. And Kopic's in a low single area. Again, I'll go back to him once we have a view of it again. Corey Gherkin also, I think, has a view of it, maybe? Or is he in low signal? Alright, they're both in low signal. Once they come back, we'll go back to them. But a lot of lightning, very high winds right now near the Limestone Gap, Berg, and Wesley, and it's, again, moving in the direction of Pittsburgh and Pinetop, Oklahoma, with a confirmed tornado, again, observed by weather spotters. Moving to the east-northeast in Atoka County, Oklahoma. We might even have something near Atoka. That CC kind of looks more like contamination right now, but we might have something near Atoka. I wish we didn't have a radar hole. This radar hole is so painful. Like one of the worst radar holes to work with is this one. It's pretty close to being as bad as the one in between Iowa and Missouri. And Brandon Kopic is on this storm, but he is in a very low signal area. So once we have a view, we'll go to him. He's going, I'm pretty sure he's going to go up this road right here. Going towards Wesley. And then Connor's just south of it. So he's taking a more southerly route and then probably going north. As a reminder, we do have 4 tornado warnings right now, all of them in southeast Oklahoma, near Colgate, south of Kiowa, south of McAllister. We have not seen any development really in North Texas, so that's good news. And also the development near Gun Barrel City is struggling. We have many severe storms now back over near Abilene, so those are starting to really ramp up. And this is a live shot here out of Abilene. We are starting to see some lightning there now as well. So there is lightning, and the severe storms are ramping up out there. Quarter to $half sized hail, and 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds going to be a possibility. Let me see if Connor has a view of anything here. And Brandon currently without signal. This is Connor's view. A lot of rain right now on this confirmed tornado warning. Hey, Dan from Super Chat.
Hang on, chat.
This is not a tornado emergency. No, this is a normal confirmed tornado warning. Where is Storm Intermedia? Are they on this? They're a little bit further back. And Brandon Kopic still doesn't have signal. I'm keeping you guys posted. Again, whenever he returns, we'll let you know. He was, again, right where the tornado was. So assuming that there is a tornado, he might be on it.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
All right, we're now up to 5 tornado warnings. We have a new tornado warning for those in Atoka, Tushka, Canny, back through Highway 375. It's this new pink polygon here, where we have a new tornado warning. If you're anywhere in the pink polygon, seek shelter immediately, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. So another tornado warning here.
A lot of it's, I know a lot of it's contained, but that
Ours again on that. I'll go back to him in a second. Again, there are pretty much any chaser that we have, they're all in these tornado warnings. So every chaser that we have is inside of these tornado warnings right now. So they are all in this area. I think Brandon's fine. Again, it's both, Corey and Brandon are in the same situation. They both have no signal, and I'm pretty sure they run off Starlink. So I'm pretty sure it's just again, a signal issue with Starlink. Guys, I think he's fine. He is back. All right, he has come back. We'll see if he has anything, but he has come back. And Brandon Kopic on Radar Omega and on YouTube. He's the closest to that area of rotation. He has just come back. A lot of lightning still out here. And you can watch Brandon Kopic on YouTube and also on the Radar Omega app. The Radar Omega app is available to download for the top link in the description below. We have a new... There's a video on Twitter of the tornado. I'm trying to see though if I can actually see it. It's just lightning is so faint. It's so hard to tell at night.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
All right, we do have a new tornado warning. That is going to be all the way back down near Durant, Oklahoma. Durant and Caddo, you are now included in a new tornado warning. If you are in Durant or Caddo, make sure that you are seeking shelter immediately, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. Durant, for the record, is pretty populated compared to a lot of the other areas we've been talking about. So if you know any friends or family in Durant, please make sure that they're aware of this. Give them a call or text. Make sure that they are getting to their safe place. If you are in the warning, get to your safe place now, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. But again, this is now a new tornado warning. It is radar indicated. And it is moving northeast, heading towards Durant. You need to be in your safe place if you are in this warning. Thank you, Dan, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Going back to Brandon Kopic, who is on that confirmed tornado warning. I think Connor is as well. They're both in the same area. Let me go back to Connor. They're in the same area here. We'll see if they can see anything.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot more lightning now than before.
If radar is correct, but I'm not sure we're gonna see this thing, chat.
Just trying not to get hit by it at this point.
Part of me wants to get hit by it. Like, I'm seeing a ton of people saying it's confirmed, but I don't see any like pictures of it being lit up by lightning or anything like that. So.
There's likely a tornado still in progress near Stringtown, by the way. Likely still have a tornado there. And tornado sirens are going off in Durant, which makes sense. There is a tornado warning for that area. Thank you, Jess, for becoming a 4-month member. Appreciate that.
Such a weird storm.
All of these are weird. They're not shaped normally.
For the record, the Durant tornado warning that was just issued includes 40,000 people. So 40,000 people included in that tornado warning. We got storms firing up here in North Texas, too. We've begun to see a few more of these storms firing up here, so we'll have to see if any of these can start rotating. If they do, we'll have to definitely watch them very closely. Again, we are in a favorable environment here for the next few hours for tornadoes. You can already tell, we have 4 tornado warnings all in pretty much the same area, so it's definitely favorable. Now let's go back to Kopic again. He's on the Radar Omega app and on YouTube. He's on the confirmed tornado warning. Ton of lightning, tons of rain falling as well. Flash flooding definitely a concern here in this part of Oklahoma near Colgate and Atoka. Quick update, the Storm Prediction Center has just issued their new outlook for tonight. The enhanced tornado risk continues. They have not changed this at all. We still have a large 10% tornado risk across southeast Oklahoma, western Arkansas, and far northern North Texas. There is also a 5% tornado risk that still includes a large area, includes almost all of central and southwestern Oklahoma, which is mostly for early tomorrow morning, and also includes parts of north central Texas. The wind and hail threat remain the same. The hail threat is expected to increase overnight tonight back over in southwest Oklahoma and north central Texas, and then the wind threat expected to be continuing across much of southeastern Oklahoma and north Texas. So those areas now still included in the same risk. But overall, the risk outline for tonight, pretty much the same. me go back to Connor.
Both of us maybe, but
We're gonna stay on Connor for a second. He's on the observed tornado warning. I need to go get water. I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
There's more discreet stuff south, but it's just HP. So HP tonight for some reason.
Why?
Again, I don't know our weather spotters confirmed a tornado north of Stringtown. I'm not understanding how that happened. Devin, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, tomorrow there could be definitely rain-wrapped big tornadoes.
There's the photographer storms we're working with.
Jeez, that's why.
There's our thermo profile. It's kind of wonky, but
yeah, it's not the worst. All right, well, I think we're on the path of all tornadoes for the most time.
I would have been back sooner, but a wild lizard decided to invade my personal space. So yeah, had to save it.
Radar's so terrible.
It wouldn't have been that long. No, it wasn't because I was using the restroom. It was because there was a lizard running around.
Turn around.
I don't know how, and I don't know why.
Literally one right here now.
I never had anything like that happen
Plus, thank you so much for the
so that was interesting.
There's some more isolated supercells.
Godzilla, absolutely. All right, let me go back to Brandon. I want to quickly go back to radar. We do have rotation developing and intensifying a little bit now, going towards Meade and Durant in southern Oklahoma. And this is moving to the northeast. So again, if you are in this warning, please continue to stay in your safe place. Durant, Caddo in the track of this. And then again, the northern tornado warnings near Atoka. We still have a confirmed tornado warning for the storm that was near Stringtown. The velocities have not updated here. Or no, they have. Never mind. They have updated. But I'm not seeing anything definitive on radar here that would confirm a tornado still. We haven't had anything definitive on radar to begin with for a tornado. But again, if you are in that warning, just keep staying in your safe place. It is still an observed tornado warning here for the next several minutes. And again, this is continuing to move to the northeast. Otherwise, everything else is radar indicated, but all these storms are capable of producing a tornado. So make sure you continue to stay in your safe place. Thank you, Need, for the $10 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you, 1320, for becoming a member, and welcome to the Velocities. Man, Brandon is driving through a curtain of rain right now. Maybe. Oh, he lost signal. Maybe not. He's driving through a curtain of rain right now, though, near that observed tornado warning.
So we're probably going to go south of that grand storm on it.
That's Connor.
Wait, what do you want to do? Or do you want to chase this tornado?
Want a better road. Want to see.
Well, you're not going to get anything. Alright, here's the thing. If you make it to Atoka, I promise you, if we go east, we will have an escape route away from this.
Yeah.
Unless it's...
Back to live radar for now. Okay. Alright, let me go back to, let's see. Still got a line of storms that's been developing, a little Boeing segment developing near McAllister, Oklahoma. Pretty good chance that we're going to continue to see damaging winds moving towards Wilburton and Stigler. One thing to note here is that we could get an inflow notch just onto the north side of this little line of storms that's developed, so we might get a QLCS tornado sometime down the road going towards the Stigler area and Porham. Further south, again, we still have several tornado warnings in progress. The one tornado warning that has been observed is the one east of Colgate. For the next 4 minutes, it is technically still a confirmed tornado warning, which again means that there has been a tornado that was reported by weather spotters or radar indicated, but in this case, there's weather spotters reporting a tornado. Lots of lightning with this as well, so frequent cloud to ground lightning is a possibility. This is again moving in the direction of Clayton. So Clayton, Albion, and the Talahina area. Make sure that you're staying vigilant, as we are expecting this storm to continue to produce at least some characteristics of potentially a tornado over the next little while. And again, further south near Atoka, we still have a tornado warning there, east of 69, 75, and then also near Durant. That is where we have a little bit more rotation developing just north of the Red River Valley. So there has been some rotation on this storm. Definitely could see a tornado with this as it continues to move in the direction of Caddo. We also got a couple storms firing up near Gainesville, so we're watching those in case they do anything funky. And back over near Abilene, Texas, we've had ongoing hail and wind threats here, but nothing tornadic at this point. This is a live shot out of Abilene, Texas. This is the Radar Omega Mesovort. Or sorry, not Mesovort. That's hurricanes. The cyclone port back over here near Abilene. And you actually see the frequent lightning here. And again, this is all live. I think we actually have a live camera of this. Can I go full cam on this? Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? Oh, maybe we don't have it. Never mind. Alright, never mind. We don't have a full cam. Let me just go back to here. Oh, we had a full cam button for that. Alright, let me go back to Oklahoma here. The tornado warning that was confirmed expires in a minute, so that one's going to be done, I'm pretty sure. As of right now, it doesn't look like they're going to issue a new warning, or maybe they will. There's a little bit of rotation just east of Kiowa that could get tornado warned. It's going towards the Hearts Shone area. We got a little bit of rotation there near Kiowa, moving towards Hartshone. So if you are in this area, just stay vigilant. We may get a tornado warning going in that direction. Down the road, it'll be going towards Wilburton. And then elsewhere, again, we're still looking at mostly a wind threat, but definitely could still see another tornado. Let me see if we got any view of anything right now. Go back over to Connor here. That's not Connor.
I was looking at on here was tripping me out because it was 10 minutes behind.
They are inside the tornado warning near Atoka right now.
Make-believe couplets because of cross-contamination or just because of contam.
Your audio's off from your video? What video do you mean, Dennis?
Oh my god. This is awful. Maybe we should just go west.
What, on that road?
Or just any road. The north is safe now, that's for sure.
Well, I guess there's a west road.
Talking about the cyclone port, those don't have audio.
I just don't know, man. What does this look like? Don't look at this velocity. It clearly has been playing games with me all night.
There
could definitely be something right there. Oh my gosh, Chad.
Yeah, we're just surrounded by...
This is awful. 0 out of 10.
Alright, so what we could also do is go up to this road and just go west to Colgate. Assuming whatever road this isn't
flooded,
like Lake Erie.
Seems like the storm chasers tonight are having issues.
We're safe to sit here for a second and figure it out. Right here is not in the path of the tornado at the present moment that I know of.
Storm chasers having issues tonight. It's flooding, bad chasing terrain, lots of warnings, poor radar coverage. It's everything tonight. These are not easy storms to chase or cover because of there not being really any good velocity, like even a good radar site. Because again, our radar sites, for reference, we got one here, got one here, you got one here, and you got one here. This is a this is a massive hole in the middle here, which again, there's a Durant radar site that should be able to fill a lot of it. But I don't think, again, I don't think it's public yet, so it's the only problem. You would think that there would be something here in the middle, which the Durant radar site's supposed to be there. So we got a little mezzo on this storm near Durant. We got a little mezzo maybe trying to form west of Denison, Texas. Near Atoka. Not really seeing a whole lot on the Atoka storm. The rotation appears pretty broad at this point. The one back over east of Kiowa has a little bit more rotation to it, approaching the Hartshorn area. And then elsewhere, further north, like south of Tulsa, we're not really seeing much anywhere near or north of Interstate 40. Everything, for the most part, is condensed south of Interstate 40 and then north of I-20 at this point. All right, we'll check out the Abilene camera again and see what we're looking at here. For lightning. Is that Little Rock, Arkansas? No, this is not Little Rock. This is Abilene, Texas, what we're looking at right now. Your audio is out of sync with your video. I don't see that. Maybe it is, I don't know. If it is, then it'll be fixed. It would be fixed now. No, he might be talking about my face cam. I'm not sure, though. Why is this camera keep changing? What is this thing? Hate that black line between there. I'm just gonna keep it like that. All right. Let's go ahead and check out and see if anybody else has anything interesting. Again, it's a lot of rain right now. We haven't had any, like, it's hard to see tornadoes this time of night, obviously. So we'll see if anybody has anything. Stormer media.
Are they going to
traveling through Atoka right now?
I was just looking at what time that was.
In Oklahoma.
Close to the 1 area.
Brandon Kopic's going through Stringtown right now, so they're pretty much in the same area. Corey Gherkin's actually out in front of this line, but I think his connection is not there. And Connor's just sitting here right now. Is Joplin okay? Joplin's probably fine tonight. I think tomorrow is a bit more concerning for Joplin.
I think maybe we just wait out those 2 supercells to the south, and if they clear it,
Just said in the chat, I give you permission to marry my sister. All right. It's awesome. I appreciate that.
What, the ones coming out of Abilene?
Oh, man.
These ones.
You expect Gainesville to be bad? Gainesville's pretty conditional. I would probably say it's not going to be that bad there. But we'll have to wait and see. The latest HRRR model run is coming in right now. Let's check that out for both today and tomorrow. This is the latest run on the HRRR for tonight. Shows most of the storm staying up into the Red River and north of the Red River tonight. And then overnight things clear out. And then by tomorrow morning... Taking a minute to load here. And then eventually, by around lunchtime tomorrow, storms start to fire up near DFW. And then eventually, we start to see a bit more of a tornado risk materialize during the afternoon hours east of Dallas-Fort Worth. That's what the photographs look like. I'll wait for this to load. I'll just put it up here until it loads. The tornado warning for Atoka and Bryan counties is has been condensed. So you'll see that in a second. This warning has now been condensed further down. It's east of Atoka, south of Kiowa. But it is still ongoing as a radar-indicated area of rotation. Oh, sorry, no, that's the other one. That's the one near Durant. So the Durant one's been condensed. If you're in Durant, Oklahoma, Caddo, Kenefic, or Silo, continue to stay in your safe place. Again, unfortunately, we are in a radar hole, so it's pretty hard to see what's happening here, but that is where we're at right now. Huge shout out to BJ with the $50 super chat. That's what I was in the chat for Brian. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you very much for your super chat. Shout out to Lauren as well for the $10 Venmo. Appreciate the generosity. You think Denton will be bad? I don't think tonight. Tomorrow, I think there'll be a bit more of a wind threat. I don't know if we're really going to see much of a tornado threat tomorrow in North Texas. I think more than anything, the tornado threat is really going to organize during the mid-afternoon hours east of Dallas-Fort Worth and pick up near Paris and Tyler and also further north and east. I am trying to see right now what it looks like tomorrow on the HRRR because tomorrow's setup could be a really big day. It also could bust out entirely. Like, it's pretty split, I'd say. For tomorrow. Thank you, Anthony, for the $5 super chat. I heard there was a Category 6 tornado with flying trampolines and benches in Oklahoma today. There was one probably this morning. That's what the HRRR shows tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, tomorrow, like, I think it could be a big day, but future radar just doesn't look impressive. I mean, almost every storm is going to be rotating tomorrow. That's the only thing. Everything's going to be rotating tomorrow. Tornado warning also for Atoka County has just been condensed. So that warning is now smaller. Moderate risk? I don't see us having a moderate risk tomorrow unless something like literally changes substantially in the next 24 hours. or in the next 12 hours, I should say. Like, there's almost no way I see a moderate risk happening unless we actually have, like, a really clear-cut way to have discrete supercells tomorrow. Like, that's the only way. This is a live shot out of, Abilene right now. Still got a lot of lightning in the area on these severe storms. Also, there's no tornado on the ground. Forgot to change that. My bad. What time tomorrow? It'll be mostly an afternoon threat tomorrow, early evening. I don't expect much of a threat after sunset. I think it'll be a low chance of anything after sunset. Should be mostly geared towards the afternoon. You're good, Dennis. No problem at all. McAllister's mostly a wind threat right now. Not seeing much of a tornado risk there. Mostly a wind threat. And even then, I think McAllister is starting to clear out. The worst of it's already past you. It's mostly wind and a lot of lightning here in eastern Oklahoma. Let's go over to Brandon Kopic. He's still out there. He's still driving. He's a man on a mission right now. He's going towards Durant right now. Again, Brandon Kopic is on YouTube and also the Radar Omega app. That's the weather app we've been using this entire stream. If you want to download Radar Omega, it is the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. Highly recommend you picking up Radar Omega app. Good amount of lightning with that storm in Atoka still. Thank you, private user, for the $20 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. No problem at all. Appreciate you tuning in. I am glad we went live last night. Last night was insane. I mean, this has been far from what we had last night in terms of intensity. Now, again, we're not done yet still, but like in general, like this is just super far away from what we had last night between 1 and 4 a.m. There were several tornadoes and, you know, many of them were large and strong. It was just a disaster last night. So, if you guys didn't see that, you can feel free to go back and watch the stream again on my channel. It's a public stream. We had a 2.5 hour coverage last night, a little over 2.5 hour coverage of the, large tornadoes that happened in Oklahoma last night. It was pretty crazy. I've just renamed that stream if you guys want to go back and see it. Thank you, X-Men, for the super chat. The lightning around McAllister is bad enough. Had a strike light up a tree across the street from my house a couple months ago. That's crazy. I've never seen that personally, but yeah, when you get frequent lightning like that, it's definitely something that happens pretty often. That's crazy, though. Thank you, Mercury, also for the $5 super chat. Do you see a potential for an intense and violent tornado tomorrow? I do. Again, I don't know if we're going to, though, because, again, tomorrow's environment in storm mode, like, the environment is very ripe. The storm mode is going to be the kicker. If the storm mode remains very linear, I find it hard to believe that we're going to have that many tornadoes tomorrow. This is some of the updraft helicity tracks for tomorrow. And, again, most of the rotating storms that we are going to have will be in, like, eastern Oklahoma, far western Arkansas. I'll pull it up again once it loads. Pivotal weather's pretty slow to load tonight, but... I don't think there'll be violent tornadoes tonight. I think it's a pretty low chance that we have anything like that. Here are the rotating... These are the rotation tracks both today and tomorrow, or tonight and tomorrow. So, again, it's mostly this area tomorrow. This would be early tomorrow morning. So, I don't know. I'm not super confident that tomorrow's going to be a big day, but if we get even one discrete supercell, it will be a big tornado probably. That's the environment that we're dealing with tomorrow. So if there is a discrete supercell tomorrow, it'll be probably a big day. Why is the reflectivity so far behind? There we go. Thank you, Justin, for the $10 super chat. Here in Joplin, Missouri, it's the rain before the storms tomorrow. We are all weather nerds post the Joplin tornado. Yeah, I know a lot of people from Joplin that are into weather. Thank you, Mercury, also for the super chat. You hope it's supercell mode. I don't want to be live tomorrow for that long. I really, after what we've seen the last couple of days, I hope not much happens tomorrow, to be honest. Let's just hope tomorrow is pretty chill. This is one of the Radar Omega project, or one of the Radar Omega cyclone ports that is inside the Radar Omega app. It's basically a live camera near Abilene. You can check these out again on the Radar Omega app. There's hundreds of them, or I don't know about hundreds, but there's at least around 100 of them on the app. You can download again the Radar Omega app at the top link in the description below. Thank you, Bus, for the super chat. Will Wichita and the surrounding areas be okay tomorrow? I don't really expect much in Wichita tomorrow. Yeah, I'm hoping that tomorrow's chill. Again, I mean, if tomorrow goes big, that would be pretty unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't. No problem, Unrealistic. Appreciate you picking up an autographed hat. No problem, X-Men. Appreciate the super chat. Glad I can help. A lot of lightning here in Abilene, Texas right now. Plenty of lightning. Also got the virtual rail fan bottom right of your screen. We got a train, the end of the train going by in Oklahoma City. After what we saw last night, I don't want anything like, you know, I don't want any severe weather tomorrow, honestly. It'd be nice if we didn't have any tomorrow at all. Your card got declined? There are donation links in the description, by the way. Just for the record. It, for some reason, gets declined on YouTube. I think Capucci, bro. Oh, we still got 2 tornado warnings. They both go for 27 and 12 more minutes. Aside from that, again, I'm not really seeing much left here. I think a lot of the tornado threat is dying down now. Tornado watch does go for 25 more minutes, so I don't know if they're going to issue a new one. Let's see if there's any SPC mesoscale discussions. See if they've issued anything new here. Thank you, Jess, for the super chat. What do you use to see future forecasts? The Radar Omega app has computer models, and also Pivotal Weather is the other one I use. Pivotal Weather is what I use for videos. Then you wait for the super chat. How early tomorrow morning for Oklahoma? That is a good question. It would be mostly around like sunrise and just after that. I honestly see tomorrow being hard to pan out. We'll see. I'm not confident tomorrow. I was more confident that we'd see a tornado outbreak very early this morning, and we did, compared to what we're going to see tomorrow. Like, that's the confidence level that I have right now for tomorrow. It's much lower. And even like last night, the confidence level, I would say it's kind of like in the medium spectrum. It wasn't very high, but it was, you know, medium. That something would happen. Hey, Jessica, for the super chat. El Paso? I don't think so, unfortunately. Maybe later this week, though. Maybe later this week. Appreciate it, Mercury. You're good. Appreciate the generosity. Tomorrow morning, by the way, a little exciting news. I don't know if this is supposed to be public, but I'll say it anyways. I've never done something like this before, but I am going to be... I'm trying to say this correctly, but James Spann, for those that know who James Spann is, he reached out to me. And I will be a part of a, like a meeting board that meets every other week that will essentially be meeting for talking about the integrated warning team and meeting with a bunch of NOAA people. I think Ryan Hall's also part of it. But yeah, it should be very interesting. I'm not sure what it's all going to be about. I don't really know, so don't ask me. But it should be interesting. I've never been a part of something like that. But James Spann reached out, and so yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm not even sure what this whole thing's going to be about. So, but it'll be interesting. A little cool, exciting news. I didn't really post anything about it because I don't really know what it's going to be about. But James Spann is a legend. That is correct. But a little personal news. Which also means I have to skip a college class for that. Nice. Can't get any better. The amount of college classes that I have to skip for weather stuff it's not that high, but it happens here and there. Next semester should be better because a lot of my classes are in the morning. James Spann could teach meteorology? Oh, he 100% could. I think almost any meteorology, anybody that gets a degree in meteorology, I think a lot of them can teach for sure. It should be exciting. I mean, my professor was they were fine with it, so it's not that big of a deal because it's actually kind of like it. I mean, it's like I wouldn't say once in a lifetime thing, but it's definitely like something that I've never done before. Be cool to be a part of it. Imagine that on your resume. Yeah, 100%. 100%. As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. We have apparently reached 630,000 subscribers, so I do appreciate you all subscribing to the channel. We are currently on the road now for 650,000 subscribers, so we're about 20,000 away now. Tornado warning for Durant has been canceled. The only tornado warning left is the one east of Atoka. And then after that, I think we're going to be done with tornado warnings for probably a bit, maybe even the rest of the night. At least out of what we've been seeing here. I do think, I mean, a lot of people ask me this, but like, why am I still in college and whatnot with YouTube and stuff? But I think the biggest thing is like, one, there's still a lot to learn about meteorology, right? Because I'm getting a bachelor's degree in meteorology in like 7 months or something like that. It's not far away from now, but I think it builds, one, a lot of knowledge for meteorology. I think that's pretty important. And then two, it also builds a lot of credibility. I think a lot of people, think that everybody's a meteorologist on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. Again, most of them are not. Like, there are a lot that are not, real meteorologists, and a lot of them aren't even meteorologists in general, have no education in it. So I think it's pretty important to finish the degree. I think it builds a lot of credibility for, what I do anyways. And so, because I see people ask me all the time, like, am I a meteorologist? Like, I'm about to be. I wish I could say I am, but like, I'm not officially yet a meteorologist technically, so. The tornado warning for Atoka was just updated. It's still going for another 20 minutes for Redden, Daisy, and Goss. So continue to stay in your safe place if you're in that warning. Thank you, Steve, for the super chat. Forensic meteorology. Not really. I'm mostly in the broadcast space. A new tornado watch has just been issued. So we now have a new tornado watch that has just been issued. So, brand new tornado watch has been issued for southeast Oklahoma and western Arkansas until 1 a.m. tonight. Main concern will be damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour, and a couple of tornadoes will be possible. So, again, that goes until 1 a.m. tonight. 600,000 people in the tornado watch. Pretty much the same area that we've been talking about, but goes up into Fort Smith now. All right. When you graduate, you need to have a stream party. Honestly, the day that I graduate will probably be a day that there's a tornado outbreak. It's right in May, so might not have much of a party. Have you gotten recognized in public? I have. Yeah, I've gotten recognized quite a bit. Gotten recognized recently, actually. Got recognized a couple times recently. Right after Hurricane Milton coverage, I got recognized 3 times, I think, in the same week. Maybe 4? I don't even know. I can't remember anymore. I've gotten recognized quite a bit, though, over the last 6 months. Well, I hit the gritty after getting your diploma. Absolutely. No, there's no way. There's no way I'm doing that. Not in front of, like, thousands of people. No, thank you. Max would skip his graduation to stream severe weather. I don't know about that, but I wish I could. I mean, hopefully there's no weather on that day. Hopefully it's a chill day. I'm pretty sure when Stormrunner Media graduated, they ended up having like a whole... They had graduation and they like missed like a tornado outbreak or something like that, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it's kind of rough. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me. By the way, if you've not already, make sure to like the stream. We have 3,600 likes and there's 8,700 of you. I think we should have more likes than that. So if you have not already, make sure to like the stream. Fun fact, it is free to do. Max will stream from graduation. I don't think so. Get Brandon Coppins back. Oh, Brandon Coppins at a gas station. I say, I don't know if he's looking at anything. He's looking at a gas station right now. We got the subway. Got some random truck. Thank you, Kyle, for the $5 super chat. DFW probably won't see much the rest of the night. Be pretty chill. Should be pretty chill.
Alright, so we're gonna guys to run on that store door south. We're gonna go east on stair up 3 over here.
There's apparently a report of a rotating wall cloud, according to the Spotter Network, back over near Durant. As of 8 minutes ago. So apparently this was reported as a rotating wall cloud. Did Ryan give me a shout out? That's pretty lit, appreciate it. I like how like 10 people just came here and said that. I hope this ends soon so you can get some sleep. I hope so too. I mean, after last night, I hope so. Teresa, it might have been on accident. Sometimes comments get deleted by accident. Thank you, Lavender, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that, dude. Some golf balls. I'm gonna need plenty of golf balls whenever I go on my next golfing trip. We're gonna be definitely going golfing here in a couple weeks. 3 weeks or so, Thanksgiving. As long as the weather's nice, we'll be golfing. I haven't golfed in like 3 months now. It's been a long time. So, it would be nice to get back out in the golf course. Should be good. My first kind of vacation, I guess, will be coming up in Thanksgiving, so that'll be nice. Am I a hurricane evacuator? What's that even mean? I don't usually evacuate for hurricanes, even though I live in Florida. Penguin Boy, I'm not answering that question, by the way. No way. I'm not answering that. Do you have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Atoka and Bryan counties? 60-mile-per-hour winds going to be possible. Nothing too crazy here. A lot of lightning with these storms, as mentioned before. The tornado warning expires in 14 minutes, so this tornado warning should be pretty much done here in a few moments, hopefully. When is Max going on Talk Tua? Guys, I'm not going on that podcast. There's no way. It'd be kind of interesting if I ever went on one of those podcasts, though. You know? Pretty interesting. I've never been on a podcast before. What would I even talk about? The weather? Like, that'd be pretty much all I'd be talking about. Buzz Lightyear? Cheese curds? Tornado warning has now officially ended. Yay! Let's get some W's in the chat. We have no tornado warnings. It's a rare sight to see. It's a rare sight to see. I actually got a little mezzo right now near Archer City, Texas. So I don't know if we're really done with this tornado risk yet, but we do have a little mezzo there near Archer City. They would probably talk about your obsession with your hairline, or your fans' obsession with your hairline. I was about to say, I have no obsession with my hairline. It seems like everybody likes to compare my hairline to something. Apparently, the National Weather Service of Norman estimates around 12 tornadoes, or at least 12 tornadoes from last night's outbreak in Oklahoma. I am posting that on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. Also, thank you to Wing with the $5 super chat. Prepping for Raphael footage yet? I'm telling you guys, if it's a tropical storm, I'm not going live for it unless it's like, unless it hits a populated area. There's just no way. There's no way I'm going live for a tropical storm after this season. I mean, a hurricane, yes. Tropical storm, unless it's hitting Tampa or something. There's just no way. Thank you, Cameron, for the super chat. Thank you also, Shelby, for the 4 months. How's school going? It's going. Trust me, it's going very interesting. What if we get you to 1 million subscribers? Then will you hit the gritty? I think I'll have to at that point. I think we're gonna have to do more than just gritty for 1 million subscribers, though. Not gonna lie. We're gonna need a little bit more than that. Am I a straight A student? If I was a straight A student doing this full time, that would be pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually, I wasn't a straight A student, but I was an honor student for the first like 2.5, 3 years, and then I've gone a bit more on a roller coaster recently. I mean, I haven't failed any classes or anything, but there are a couple more C's here and there now, so. I mean, again, I only have like 6 or 7 months left of college. It's not like that many more months, so I'm just finishing it out. Your hairline reminds me of Hurricane John. Bruh. Will you drink a soda when you graduate? I don't know. I haven't had a soda in 95 days now. I don't know when I'm going to end the streak. Or if it'll end. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be, you know, on the streak for... I don't know how long we'll be on the streak. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The little circulation that we had developing near Archer City is broadened on the latest couple scans, so not nearly as concerning. Let's check out Abilene, see if anything's happening here. Just had a fly go across the screen. So again, the Radar Omega Cyclone port back over in Abilene, Texas. Hey, Destiny for the super chat. Hey, no problem. Appreciate you tuning in. That's the goal. We called a lot of tornadoes last night well ahead of the warnings being issued. So it's the goal, is to try to help as many people as possible. The link to become a member is in the chat. It's also in the description. By the way, for those that are wondering, our Venmo, normal donation link, membership link, they're all in the description. So, just letting you guys know. A lot of people ask. Same thing with downloading Radar Omega. Yeah, everything's down there. Fan mail link is down there. What's the Weather Prediction Center saying? Here's the latest Weather Prediction Center update. Thank you, Gima, for becoming a 10-month member. Appreciate you. Next time you're in the DFW area, stop by. We will barbecue some ribs and bring Connor. Appreciate that. I might be in DFW in January for like a day. I don't know. I'm supposed to be going to a wedding in January. I'm not sure if I'm going yet, but I might be. Thank you, Brian, for becoming a member. This is the latest Weather Prediction Center outlook for rainfall. 3 to 7 inches of rain have fallen from North Texas back into southwestern Missouri over the last 24 hours. And then upwards of 5 inches of rain could be possible in the blue outlined area, which includes Arkansas, southern Missouri, eastern Oklahoma, and North Texas. Thank you, Hayden, for becoming a Maximum Velocity member. Appreciate that. Thank you, Alicia, for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Donica, for becoming a member as well. Commemorative coin when you reach 1 million subscribers? I have no clue. I was going to do signed hat again and a signed t-shirt. Maybe a signed t-shirt, but probably just a signed hat. It'd be probably a baseball cap instead of the trucker hat, because I know a lot of people want some variation there. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing yet for 1 million subscribers. Hopefully we have some time to think about it. Thank you, Teresa, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. Thank you, Antone, for the super chat. Coffee mug? I can't sign coffee mugs. We did do coffee mugs for 500k. We'll probably do it for 1 million. We'll probably have like 4 or 5 main items for 1 million subscribers, but like we're not going to do like a boatload of them. We'll only do like 4 or 5 probably, like, you know, what we just did. But we'll try to make them we'll definitely make them different, I think. Huge shout out to Leah with the 10 gifted members. Put some W's in the chat for Leah. Appreciate the generosity. If you got a gifted membership, make sure to thank Leah in the chat. A signed cheese curd box, absolutely. Can we get shower curtain merch? No. What am I gonna put on a shower curtain? Maybe the Drunk NATO. The Drunk NATO design might go hard on that. But we're getting a new Drunk NATO design. You guys are gonna see it hopefully in a few days. We'll have a new Drunk NATO design for merch. Thank you, Chris, for becoming a Maximum Velocity member. Appreciate your generosity. Welcome to the Velocities. Thank you, X-Men, also for the super chat. That'd be pretty funny, actually. It's not a bad idea. I might do something like that. We'll see. I do have a designer now for merch, so it'll help with that sort of stuff. Any predictions for the tropics? We can look at it real quick. We do have that system going into the Gulf of Mexico here soon. Here are the tracks from different computer models on potential tropical cyclone 18. Most of them going towards Louisiana right now. This is the model guidance for intensity. Yeah, I don't know why we have a almost Cat 5 hurricane out of one of these models, but most of them are around Cat 1 level. And then eventually, as it goes into the Gulf, it'll weaken gradually, which I think is what's going to happen. I think we'll have a tropical storm making landfall in the United States later this week or in the weekend. I don't think we're going to have a hurricane making landfall here. We'll have a video more detailed about it on Tuesday. Thank you, Ducky, for the $5 super chat. Grandpa Velocity shirt. Maybe a Grandpa Velocity shirt. We'll see. Do autograph pictures for the 1 million subscribers? Maybe. I don't know. I have some ideas. We'll see what happens. Can you do the iconic intro? I don't know if I can do it without, you know, laughing here. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it in like 4 months, I think. It's been a long time. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another Max Velocity weather forecast. I haven't done that in a while. I don't think DFW is going to get a watch of any sort tonight. I think you guys are pretty much done. Autographed Buzz Lightyear photos, absolutely. Okay. Keep your day job, thanks. This is my day job. We get a signed bedsheet? I don't think so. Max Velocity wigs. Guys, I'm not bald. I'm not even close to bald. My hair is peaking right now. It is amazing. It's soft. It's long. It's great. Like, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Thank you, Mia, for the $5 super chat. Burn the intro. The intro is great. The intro is just fantastic. Oh man, the serious AO moment right there. I date you. That's great. Congratulations. I had Toy Story bed sheets as a child. Could you sign them if I sent them to you? I can try if you send them to my fan mail and give me a return address or something, or like the return mailing label or whatever. I can probably try to do that. I don't know how you do that though. Your hairline looks like my spine? That's okay. Your spine's probably messed up then. This chat's out of control. What am I majoring in? Meteorology. We actually have rotation near Atoka right now. I think Brandon Kopic's here. Go to Brandon real quick, see if he has anything. There's actually rotation still in that storm. I love your hair. Thank you. I'm glad you love my hair. You have a face for a radio? Bro, you don't have a face on the radio. Like, what? Radio people, like, they're talking. They're not... They don't show their face. Unless I miss something. My son created a Max Minecraft skin. That's awesome. Appreciate the super chat. That's the joke? Wow, that's not very nice. I'm not gonna lie. That's a rude joke, guys. That's not very nice. I don't appreciate the jokes, the slander. Hey, B Smith for the super chat. I just found your Tinder profile. There's no way I have a Tinder profile out there. If I do, that's pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie. He's calling you ugly? Nah, I can tell, thanks. Thank you, Kevin, for the super chat. Tell chat what happened in Among Us. Oh yeah, I played Among Us last night before we had the tornado outbreak coverage. That was something. Stop saying I'm cute in the chat, guys. This is a weather stream. This is not a Tinder profile checking stream. They salt for the super chat. A lot in Oklahoma. I think you guys are probably winding down at this point. Oh, you're way over here. Yeah, you're done for like the next few hours. There'll be another round of storms that fires off later this evening. But you're not really gonna see anything until like early tomorrow morning. Main concern: wind and hail, low tornado risk. If you include our stream from last night, which was technically today, we've had 3 streams today that have totaled almost 10 hours, which is pretty crazy. What did I just walk into? I couldn't tell you. This chat is out of hand. Thank you also, Kevin, for the super chat. I don't know if I said that already, but appreciate the generosity. What is going on? Not much left, really. I mean, we got a few storms still out there, but nothing really looks imminent for a tornado. We still got rotation near the Atoka area. This one's been rotating for a while, but aside from that, I mean, things are winding down, I think, for the most part, at least temporarily. Just windy. It's raining. It's weathering. You beast for the super chat, a cutie patootie. Oh man, this chat. Hey, DBT for the super chat. That's big lightning right there. What a crazy year of weather. Yeah, this year's been crazy. This year has been crazy. How many people have we reached this year, out of curiosity? This year, we've had over 78 million views on this channel. That's pretty bananas, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Dalen for the super chat. Fort Smith, Arkansas should be mostly wind, low tornado risk. Thank you, C2, also for the super chat. I have a video of you saying "what the Sigma." I've said it so many times at this point. It's not new. It's a very common phrase on this channel. Tulsa should be fine for tonight, mostly just rain. Thank you, Toad, for the super chat. Newcastle and Blanchard are pretty much done. Again, the next concern for tonight will be overnight tonight. I'll do a quick little run through the future radar. Our next concern is going to be overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So this is what it'll look like by around 6 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to have another line of thunderstorms moving across southwestern and central Oklahoma. Main concern, again, will be damaging winds. A couple tornadoes will be possible as well. And some large hail also possible, you know, around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. down in southwest Oklahoma. But after that, we're going to be watching for our next day of severe weather, which again could be an outbreak across eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, southwest Missouri, and northeast Texas. So, I'm not doing a singing stream. The only chance I do a singing stream is if we hit 1 million subscribers. So we got to figure that out. Only chance. C2 for the super chat. DFW? I think DFW at this point is not going to see much tonight. Tomorrow around lunchtime would be the next chance of anything significant. Should be mostly just be a win threat tomorrow. Look at that supercell, by the way. That actually looks pretty good right here in the Abilene area of Texas. Got a little supercell right here. It was a good lightning strike. You could see it pretty clearly. Buzz cut at 1 million subscribers. I need to get a haircut, like, again, ASAP. Has to happen in the next couple weeks. Am I going live in the AM again? No. I don't see tonight being as concerning as what we saw last night. I think, oh, there it is there again. I don't think we're going to have as much of a concern tonight as we did last night. Actually, yeah. Can you send that to me, Hayden? I have the link somewhere. I just don't know where it is. If you want to send it, I'll switch it out. I don't know which one it's supposed to be changed off of. I think it's this one. Or maybe it's this one. I'll change it off this one. Let's see. What is the thingamabobber here? Okay, we'll try that. Maybe? Maybe it fixes itself? I don't know. There we go. That is way too large. Okay, that's a problem. Let me just do this. Let's go back. Right, we're trying to fix the camera bottom right. Lawton instead. Which camera is this? We'll try that. Oh, look at that. Alright, there we go. Doing some manual work. Alright. Put it at the bottom right of your screen. That's the storm again, north of Abilene right now. Just a strong storm, nothing severe. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning, though. That's for Windthrust, Scotland, and Archer City. Quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds can be possible. As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Like the stream as well. We are 400 likes away from 5,000 on today's stream. Sheesh. Please cover Canadian weather. I don't really do Canadian weather. I mean, like, I'm not opposed to doing it. It's just, it's a lot of places to cover for one channel. How's Tennessee looking? Tennessee's been pretty boring here for the last little while. Let me go to Brandon Kopic real quick. He's on this storm that has a little bit of rotation near Atoka. Brandon Kopic is live on the Radar Omega app and on YouTube. Again, you can download Radar Omega with the top link in the description below on iOS and Android.
Continuing. Dumping on me.
It's near that area of rotation. Thank you, Tiger, for the $5 super chat.
Large wall cloud to the north.
That's crazy.
Cloud.
Yeah, last night was crazy, guys. Like, last night was way crazier than what we saw over the last 6 hours here. Thank you, Anthony, for the super chat as well. Well, that is Brandon Kopic's car.
To the north, guys.
Does he have the drone? Is that what he's doing? Oh, he has the drone. Send up the drone right now. He said that there's, he said there's a large wall cloud to the north.
Large wall cloud.
No, there's a wall cloud on the storm near Atoka in Oklahoma.
Guys. Big time low hanging wall cloud. gotta rotate this camera around to get it. We need to get that on it. We need to get it on.
Okay. So when you're, you got a free hand, let me know and I'll have you.
Hey, Brittany from the super chat.
Might have a chaser involved 1050.
Who's Manchester, New Hampshire going to fare with all this? I don't think Manchester's going to see anything out of this. See if we can see it again. There are going to be lightning strikes, so we'll see if we can see anything here. This lowering.
Give me 1 second. I can't tell. This thing looked awful close to the ground, dude. There might be something on the ground in here. I just lost it in the preset. Go ahead.
I think Storm Media's on this too. Nope, they don't have connection. Never mind. Alright, we'll go back to him if he has a view of it. I'll keep you guys posted. I have it on my other monitor if he has it. It's this storm again near Atoka. It's going to be heading towards Clayton and the Hart-Shorn area of Oklahoma. And moving northeast. Connor okay. He's just not live. He's just done for the night. Any hurricane updates? Again, I'll have an update tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Tuesday. We'll do an update Tuesday morning. I mean, there's not much going to be happening between now and Tuesday morning when it comes to the tropics. But we'll have an update on potential Tropical Cyclone 18 on Tuesday. Especially once it becomes named. Like, I mean, I could do an update, you know, today. Or tomorrow, I mean. But I want to focus more on the severe weather. If for some reason tomorrow's severe weather risk is downgraded, which I don't think it will, but if it were to, I would probably do an update on the tropics. But we'll wait till Tuesday. So, yeah, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We'll have that update for you on Tuesday morning. Yeah, it'll become Raphael here soon. It'll be named Tropical Storm Raphael probably by tomorrow. I think by tomorrow. Isn't that the is it forecasted to become a tropical storm tomorrow? I haven't looked. I'm guessing it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's forecasted to become a tropical storm tomorrow. And then go towards the Gulf of Mexico. If you haven't already heard, this is the path of upcoming tropical storm and eventually Hurricane Raphael. It'll be going into the Gulf of Mexico, so I don't think there's any reason to be concerned right now if you're along the Gulf Coast. Just stay aware. Again, the odds of this being a hurricane upon landfall in the United States very low due to the temperatures being pretty cold in the Gulf. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Too many unwarned tornadoes in Canada, though. Kind of scary. I don't know. I have no clue. Their radar sites are a little bit funky in Canada. Still got rotation east of Atoka, heading towards Stringtown and Highway 375. We'll be live here for a little bit longer as long as this is still a concern, and there's still a concern here. Because again, Brandon Kopic's been saying that there is a wall cloud on this, so I do want to be here just in case something does drop. I don't want to have to activate a third live stream tonight. I've gone live 3 times technically today, 2 of which for this event, and then 1, you know, early this morning at like 1 a.m. for that outbreak. So I don't want to have 4 separate live streams today. That'd be kind of painful. Thoughts on NATO cast? It's pretty good. my opinion, it's a pretty good indicator for tornado threats. It's not perfect. I would still say I'm leaning towards almost NATO caps being a little bit better than the SBC in a way. I wouldn't say it's better yet, but I think it's getting there. It's been pretty darn accurate with a lot of stuff. Yesterday it wasn't perfect though. I mean, it predicted this event in Oklahoma, but it also had the same threat level out here in West Texas, and nothing happened there. So I think it's still far from perfect, but I do think it's improving quite a bit. But again, I would still say the SBC is better when it comes to a tornado forecast. Thank you, Wanda, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. Max needs to sleep. You're not wrong. I need to eat. I've not had, like, anything today. Let me go back over to Brandon. And Brandon Kopic is live on YouTube and also in the Radar Omega app. He has been saying that there is a wall cloud and a lowering near Highway 3 east of Atoka, Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Stormer Media, I think, is on this too.
Dealing with that issue myself. It's been bad.
Might go to them as well. Good steak dinner. I don't have time to get a steak dinner. I wish. Life is too busy. My life is very busy.
Yeah, I am headed east.
Huge shout out, by the way, to Rhea for the $35 Venmo, or $34 Venmo. Sorry, I just saw this. Been watching you since we had 300 members. What about a signed picture for your early birds? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Huge shout out to Rhea with the $34 Venmo. Put some W's in the chat for Rhea. Also, thank you, Cassidy, for the $10 Venmo. Appreciate that. I don't know why my Venmo notifications like just aren't on. That's weird. Back to Stormer Media here.
There's a little super
I don't know why I don't see them all the time.
So you want me to get the Durango?
If somebody sends me a 1 cent Venmo, I would appreciate it, because I'm trying to figure out if this works now. I'm trying to turn on notifications for Venmo.
Yeah, there was.
See if it works now.
Drove through there like half an hour, 45 minutes ago. Appreciate it.
Venmo does that to me too. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I don't get notifications for some reason. I think I may have turned it on now. I'm trying text notifications. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, no.
Hey, Storm 24K. I'll pop the chat out here real quick. Let me try this. Brother. Do we need to be saying the same comment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different times. The same comment in the chat. Please stop spamming. All right, I got the Venmo notifications working now. Thank you, Macy, for the Venmo. Appreciate that. I can refund you if you want. It's like $1, but thank you also, Jay, for the penny super chat for Venmo. All right, I don't need to be spammed with pennies on Venmo. All right, there's way too many of you that just Venmoed 1 penny. That's annoying. Alright, I got it working now, though. Alright, that's good. It hasn't been working in, like, weeks. Last time it worked was, like, for part of Milton, and then it just stopped working. Thank you, Sharon, for the super chat. Can you explain NatoCast? It's an experimental tool that uses basically computer models to predict tornado threats that are, like, similar to the SPC. So, it's essentially what it is. But again, don't rely on NatoCast. I still think the Storm Prediction Center is better for tornado forecasts. But shout out also to Clara with the $10 Venmo. Appreciate that. Thank you. Somebody just Venmoed me 2 cents and said, you said no more penny Venmos. That's great. Now we got 2 cents. That could go towards maybe a brand new car. You never know. 2 cents could go a long way. Might become 3 cents in a year or two. Still got a little bit of rotation again east of Atoka, but oh, we don't have any tornado possible labels, do we? Okay, we're no longer on a tornado possible label, but still has a little bit of rotation. But at this point, I think the storm itself is probably running out of steam here. Be wise with those coins, my guy. Appreciate that. Thank you. It's gonna go towards taxes. Can't wait. Thank you, Amber, for the Venmo as well. Where's the link to the Venmo? There's not a link, there's just a handle. It's in the description. I'll put it in the chat too. But it's in the description. Again, all of our links are in the description. Brent, Oklahoma? What's happening in Brent, Oklahoma? Brent, Oklahoma. Is that back over near Fort Smith? Oh, look at that. Actually got a little bit of rotation going towards the Muldrow area and Fort Smith. Got a little bit of rotation near Sally Saw. So, potential for a QLCS tornado will exist as this moves towards Fort Smith. Muldrow will also be in the track of it. Should be mostly a wind threat, but could see a tornado out of it. Anything happening in Dallas tomorrow? Between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. will be your greatest threat for severe weather. Should be mostly a wind threat. Shout out to Gary with the $10 Venmo. Your hairline looks hot from his wife. What? What's that even mean? Have I seen a tornado IRL? I have not. But next year, I think we'll be doing a storm chase with Freddie McKinney at some point. Sometime next summer or fall. So, look out for that. Don't know when. I have no clue. It'll be probably something that's in, like, North Dakota or something. But we'll do a storm chase, maybe intercept my first ever tornado. We'll do a live stream on the channel for sure for it. Thank you, Joe, for the super chat. Max, come on down. You're the next contestant on the GFS model. Freddy is in my area tonight. Not good. That's never a good thing. Freddy's in your area. Freddy looks like Trevor Lawrence. He looks exactly like Trevor Lawrence. Bro might be a better quarterback for the Jaguars than Trevor Lawrence, honestly. They're struggling out there. You gonna possibly chase with Reed? I have no clue. I mean, Reed chases bigger days. That's the problem. You know, for me, like I would have to chase something that's a little bit more low key that I can actually chase without having to go live for. So. I mean, for the record, Reed did say I could chase with him at some point, but it's hard to organize because it's, again, it's easier actually to do it with Freddy for many reasons. It would be way easier to do it with him. So. Hey, Skittles for the $10 super chat. Could you possibly make me a personal video? I'm in this storm check Joplin, please. A personal video. I'm live. Nothing really happening in Joplin, though. It's just ordinary storms. It's raining out there. Rain, lightning, just your typical summer night. Or it's not even summer. I don't know why I just said summer, but your typical fall night up there. I'm more concerned right now about this little QLCS tornado band that might develop going towards Roland and Muldrow. So, we're keeping a close eye on it. Time for Max to join Cameo? I already have a Cameo. We do exist on Cameo. Thank you, Claire, for the super chat. Wichita Falls probably won't see much tomorrow. It'd be mostly it would be an early morning threat for anything there. I do stream some winter storms. It's pretty selective. Thank you, Lucia, for the $10 Venmo. I'm glad I can help. Appreciate the generosity. What is a Cameo? It's basically a personalized video. For like special occasions and stuff. Do you have a team already, or is this a one-man show? I pretty much do everything when it comes to like what's happening right now, like here. Like I don't have anybody behind the scenes. So yeah, it's pretty much a one-man show. I mean, obviously we have chat mods and stuff, but like when I'm talking about like, you know, what I'm doing on screen and like meteorological stuff, like it's just me. Nobody else. I make the thumbnails, I make like the videos, all that stuff. I edit videos, all that jazz. A one-man show. Hire me, I need a job and love this stuff. Honestly, I don't even know what I'd hire people for. Like, I love doing what I do. I don't really hate I don't like hate anything in particular. I would say the one thing that is a bit more annoying is doing, trying to think. What's annoying? I don't know what's annoying in my field. Designing stuff is like the biggest thing. Like, I want to have a new overlay design for my stream. Like, I want a more modernized overlay. It's like the next thing I want to do. It's like the only thing I can think of, though. It'd be like a graphic designer role. Thumbnails suck? Thanks, appreciate that. Thumbnails? My thumbnails are fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about. They've evolved. We now have shadows on them now. They've gotten better. Thank you, Carrie, for the $5 Venmo. Do you like the pasta? What are you talking about? The pasta? I haven't had pasta since Olive Garden a couple weeks ago. Can I answer emails for you? I don't even get that many emails. I'm not that popular. The thumbnails have been the same for like the last like year, I would say. At least for videos. Live streams have changed over the last year. Live stream thumbnails were pretty crappy about a year ago. Now they're pretty good. At least they show more about weather than before. Oh, I know. Reed Timmer loves the Olive Garden. I've heard it. Pay taxes? Yeah, that's pretty painful. It's like the worst experience ever. How many screens am I using? I have 6 currently on. We're gonna have, you know, when we do our full-blown studio in a few months, we'll have like 12 monitors on. So it'll be pretty crazy. Probably have like 3 different computers, 12 monitors. It's gonna be something else. Making thumbnails suck, not yours. Well, it's pretty easy when you make my, my thumbnails. I literally just color a map. Do you guys want some behind the scenes right now? Oh, we don't have any tornadoes on the ground or anything. I don't know if I have it pulled up. This is all I do. It's pretty easy. Give you a little behind the scenes. I just draw some, red or whatever. Fill it in. Get some yellow going. Right on the outside, do a little behind the scenes action. Bada bing, bada boom. Got a thumbnail. Wow. And then I export it. It doesn't take long for a thumbnail. Certain thumbnails can take longer depending on what it is and how much thought I'm putting into it, depending on the title. But like otherwise, it's just coloring. Thank you, Logan, for the super chat. I'm in southeast Wisconsin. Do you think the severe potential will spread further north tomorrow? I don't think so. Amazing, I know, right? Amazing. It's crazy. You're welcome for the behind the scenes action. Exclusive here on the Max Velocity channel. Make sure to subscribe down below if you've not already to get more behind the scenes action just like that. At the end of live streams, apparently. You should DoorDash McDonald's. I have not had McDonald's in weeks. And I don't think I'm going to plan on getting McDonald's here anytime soon. We're about to have no severe thunderstorm warnings. I mean, I'm just watching this little cluster near Fort Smith in case we get a quick QLCS tornado. I'm staying live just in case, because I don't know, this might do something. So, I don't usually stay live for one morning, but just in case something happens. We're just chilling anyways. DoorDash some steak. I don't think they'll come out well. Thank you, Aim, here for the super chat. I've spent more money on weather equipment and software than most TV stations. I don't think so. TV stations spend a lot of money on weather stuff and equipment in general. I would have to say, I don't know how much they spend, but I'm guessing at least 6 figures on what they have to get for, like, equipment. I could be conservative, too. I don't really know, because software is expensive for TV stations. I know that. I don't really know, though, the exact figures, but I'm, like, 99% positive it's way more than what I spent on equipment. I don't even know how much I've spent, but it's nowhere near what they spend. Because they for the record, they have a whole blown, like, they have a full-blown studio. They have a green screen. They have all sorts of lighting. There's tons of lights, tons of wires, tons of computers. I mean, it's very complicated. They have a lot of stuff. So. DoorDashing Waffle House? I haven't had Waffle House in a long time. Or actually, I've never had Waffle House. I was about to say I haven't had IHOP in a long time. Thank you, Aim, here for the super chat. I'm kidding. I work for a TV station. WSI is not cheap. Yeah, I was about to say, a lot of the software is pretty expensive. The software is, like, probably one of the most expensive things for a TV station. DoorDash some honey roasted pecans. I think I'm good. I haven't had cheese curds in a while. I was kind of debating on whether to get them the other day. Where is Stormner Media? They're still chasing, right? Alright, they're still out there. Cool. Nebraska risk? I don't think Nebraska's gonna see anything tonight. Other than just what we're seeing right now. Just some gusty winds, lightning, rain. That's really about it. Not much else happening there. Can you DoorDash Arby's? I have no clue. I don't eat Arby's. I'm trying to get away from, like, crappy food. I'm trying to eat, like, healthier, you know? We're trying. Trying to eat healthier. Less processed stuff. Or actually, not really less processed stuff. Less stuff with additives. Alright, we'll give this a few more scans. If nothing really looks concerning here, we'll probably wind it down, but we'll see what happens. I mean, this is, again, approaching Fort Smith, mostly just gusty winds. But we'll stay here for a little bit longer in case something does spin up here. I think we're kind of winding down, though. I mean, I thought the tornado risk was done a while ago, but this popped out to me. I wasn't really looking over here, but there has been at least some rotation, so... Hey, Lane, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie. Saw your DM. What are you getting your degree in? Meteorology. Huge shout out to Eyeball with the $50 super chat. Put some W's in the chat for Eyeball. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you very much for your generous $50 super chat. Sheesh. Thank you to anybody, by the way, that super chatted or become a member today. Appreciate your generosity. Thank you to anybody that subscribed to the channel today. If you did something like Venmo or donate through the donation link in the description, really do appreciate your generosity. Does help keep these streams going, helps us be able to do upgrades, all that sort of jazz, so... You know, I really do appreciate the support. Done a lot of upgrades recently to our second... Or we've made our second studio. That'll be our new studio in a little while, but... You know, we are continuously doing upgrades, so... It's good that we have, you know... the ability to do that. Hopefully we can do some more upgrades here soon. Thank you, Eyeball, also for becoming a VIP Velocity member. More W's in the chat for Eyeball. That is the highest tier membership on the channel. You still doing the Y'all Squad donations? Yeah, we'll do it occasionally, like when there's like a big event. Event like today, like what's happening now, there's no reason to. For something that happened last night, we would have. It just, we couldn't organize it quick enough, so. Yeah. I have a tornado near Gans, Oklahoma. Where's Gans? Is that here? I don't see anything. I could be wrong, but I'm not seeing anything on radar right now. I don't know why the reflectivity's not updating. Thank you, Margaret, for the $20 super chat. Hi, Wax. How's it going? My name is not Wax, but I appreciate the generosity. Are you Sigma and are you mewing? No and no. These questions are out of hand. Radar Omega is a one-time payment for the base app, and then you can get like computer models and satellite imagery with their subscription model if you want to ever get those. So if you want to download it, again, it's the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. That's the app that we've been using this entire stream, by the way. Thank you, Charles, also for the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. We've been live for over 10 hours today total, including our morning stream, or our very early morning stream. We were live for, or actually, I don't know if we have yet. Let me check. We were live for 2 hours and 45 minutes. 3:15, 5:15. We've been live 8:15. We've been live for 9 hours. Never mind. A little over 9 hours now that we've been live for today. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think this is mostly a wind threat. I'm not really seeing any kinks here. It should be mostly a wind threat going into Fort Smith. Very low chance of a brief spin up. Let's have a tornado action plan ready to go just in case. Am I getting gritty tonight? If we get like 18 members in the next like 5 minutes, I'll consider it. Will I do winter storms? We will. Will you sing me to sleep? No, but there's probably about 100 people watching the stream right now that are sleeping. We need to do a study at some point to figure out how many people fall asleep during these streams. Probably at least 100 people. Probably is up there. Can you scream into the mic? I'm not screaming into my mic. I'm not trying to wake those people up that are trying to sleep right now. Will I do it for a 50? $50 super chat? It gotta be 18 members. That's, what is that? That's like 20 members. That's like, is that, that's like 100, isn't it? Alright, if we get a $50 super chat, I'll do a gritty. I don't really care, whatever. We got 5 minutes probably though until the stream is like done. Unless this line intensifies before hitting Fort Smith. Then you want it for the super chat. Do I need to worry about weather in southeast or southwest Missouri tomorrow? I would be on alert. Again, we'll have a detailed video breakdown on that tomorrow. By the way, if we do a gritty, I actually have this new button. For the fun fact, I have this new button. You ready for this? It's gonna be crazy. It's the party lights. I can turn on the party lights whatever I want. Good times. Just changes colors non-stop. Good times. Should do that in a forecast video? I don't really think so. Thank you, Nicholas, for the $50 super chat. I guess we're doing the gritty. Thank you, Mercury, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. This is what I was in the chat for Nicholas. Alright, we'll do it with the party light. Are we doing it with the party lights on or off? What are we doing? Party lights on or off? For this quick gritty, and then we're done. Thank you, MX, for the super chat. Do you have Riz? I have no Riz. We are negative Riz territory. I'm seeing on. Alright. I haven't done one of these, it feels like it forever. There you go. Thank you again, Nicholas, for the $50 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. Turn off the party light. That camera's now too high. There we go. Get some gritty emojis in the chat from the members. Yeah, if you're a member, you got the gritty emoji. Make sure to put that in the chat. Otherwise, for the rest of tonight, again, things are starting to wind down here in the tornado watch. We could still see an isolated tornado, so just have a tornado action plan ready to go in case we get another brief spin up somewhere. But otherwise, again, it's mostly just going to be lightning, rain. If another tornado happens tonight, I mean, the only way I go live again tonight would be for like a tornado, a PDS tornado or something like that. So I've already done tons of live streams here over the last 24 hours. I'm exhausted. My voice is exhausted, and we have no warnings anymore. So I mean, that's it for tonight, pretty much. So hopefully things are quiet for the rest of the night. We'll have another line of storms tomorrow morning in Oklahoma City. So obviously, continue to stay weather aware if you're in those areas. As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, subscribe down below. Join our Discord server. The link's in the description. You can fan mail me stuff to open up on our next stream. The fan mail link is in the description as well. Don't forget to download Radar Omega. It is the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. In addition to that, follow us on Twitter and Facebook at MaxVelocityWX. Those links are in the description below. And this is one of your last chances, more than likely, to pick up our Drunk NATO merch. So if you want any of this, pick it up, shopmaxvelocity.net. We're going to have a new design coming in here pretty soon. So this is the last pretty much chance to get this. If you want to get any of this merch, it is shopmaxvelocity.net. We got plenty of Drunk NATO stuff, including phone cases now available, again, at shopmaxvelocity.net. The phone cases, by the way, very durable, pretty affordable too. So definitely recommend you check that out. Links in the description if you want to pick that up. And thank you. All right. Thank you also, Nicholas, for $20 super chat. I appreciate that. I'm glad I could help them, hopefully, from last night's storms. And thank you, Jess, for the $5 super chat. I'm glad I could help. I appreciate you tuning in as well. Thank you to anybody that super chatted, became a member, or donated today. Really appreciate you guys a lot. We are going to raid Storm Media. So if you want to stay tuned, we're going to raid Storm Media here. Show them some love, put some like max raids in the chat or whatever. Go ahead and give them some love, as they've been chasing out there all day today with us. So make sure to go check them out. We're going to raid them, so stay on the stream and you'll be redirected. All right. Thank you guys all for watching. Have a great, safe rest of your night. We'll see you guys all again in the next one, which will probably be tomorrow. If something changes, we'll let you know. But right now, leaning towards being live tomorrow for that tornado threat in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, and Missouri. All right, we'll be seeing you guys probably tomorrow, at least in a video, if not in a live stream. See you guys all again later. Bye-bye.